Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and I hope you all are hyped for Corepunk. It's gonna be legit. Okay, I think I have everything turned on now. Hype, you were showing. We saw your cam. Are you okay? Give us pizza. Yeah, you're not doing it the way you thought you'd. Okay, let's call up. I'm ready when you are. Just telling Boast I'm ready when he is. Does YouTube theater mode exist? Can you hear me?
I can.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening to you.
Thank you, and yeah, good evening to everyone who's watching.
Do I sound all right?
Yep, your sound is totally fine. Let me fix this. Let's turn this on. Let's disable this. And here we are. So we can watch the live stream now in the background.
I love this new animated intro you have. It's new, right?
Yeah, it's new. Oh, it's not. It's not. You know, it's nothing that was customized for me. It was a package that Seek he was sending me. So you know, it's a company who makes intros, so everyone can buy it basically.
Ah, cool.
But it fits so perfect with my theme.
Yeah, it reminded me of Harry Potter a little bit as well.
Oh yeah.
This Patronus. Why more? This has been planned that I would be here. Don't be disappointed.
Boast, you traitor. It's because they want you in the sound chat.
That's fair. I appreciated the warm welcome in there.
Yeah, it was nice. I joined them earlier, and it was a nice tone in there and a lot of friendly talk.
We can definitely do a big group Corecast recording. That would be very fun. Yeah, it was funny how everyone shaped up their conversation when Irene came in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be fun to do.
Oh, so Irene was in there?
For a minute. Quick hot minute.
Did she say anything?
No, she's just checking in on the kids. I guess making sure it wasn't too spicy. Yeah, speaking of Corecast, I just wanted to say I appreciate the support from you guys so far. It's been a lot of fun to make. And I know that we've slowed down a bit in episodes and in production value and in getting in more of a variety of guests that we wanted to, but that's all due to just the state of the world at the moment and how that affected my life. So we're going to keep grinding. I did talk to my friend about it, who is a podcast veteran, and he said most podcasts actually don't make it past the 3rd episode. So we're on episode 7 now. We'll be recording next. So we're well on our way. Exciting times.
Let's see what people are saying. Record a new callcast episode tonight, guys. Sleep tomorrow. Big group callcast. She was in the chat for 10 seconds.
That's true.
I am creating a countdown right now, so everyone can like watch the countdown in the background. Yep, that is. Embed. So have you had a good day until now?
Yeah, that's been nice. Had to work. I had last week off. I took holiday last week, so had a little break of the mind. I mean, that's really all it was. It didn't go anywhere or do anything much differently than just not think about work.
Yeah.
So today I was back at work, still remotely, but tomorrow will be my first day back in the office.
Oh, okay.
Shivo said to turn me up, I guess, but that's up to you.
Oh, yeah, you are right now in minus. Okay, let's try this. Okay, everyone, can you say are we on the same speak level now? Try say.
Test. Check.
Test.
Check 1 2. Yeah.
Well, on my end, I can see the. Why is everyone saying no? When you talk, I can see, it's the same sound level as me.
Yeah. Test.
Okay, Abdul says turn up. Midian says it's good.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun to do like a Corecast Battle Royale where we start with like 50 people or whatever the chat limit is in there. And then we go through conversations about different topics, and somehow people get voted out or something like that. We get down to like the last two people dueling with their opinions about Corepunk.
That's not what I wanted. Never mind. Everything is good now. We have a countdown. We have everything.
What do you think we're going to see, Dvalin?
I think we are going to see a dungeon run.
Ooh, kind of had that in the tip of my tongue, or yeah, as a thought as well. I think that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, Boast. I'm still up for joining Corecast whenever. Don't worry about the delay. We still have some time for Corepunk. That was Shivo.
Yeah. I had spoken to a few people, and unfortunately, we just had to sort of bring the whole process back to the most simplified version of it. And so, yeah, that was also including just having the conversations with Dvalin and linking up with him, and the times we would record and how we would record.
People saw I have shorts on. Damn, those shorts plus 10 agility. Yeah, and I have my shirt on today with my Dvalin logo, and even on my back. Yes, please give me some group Corepunk action. I mean, imagine 5 people talking in the same room, it will be madness.
5 people? What about 50?
Did you join the chat while Twister he was in there?
Yeah.
He has an amazing voice.
Yeah, he sounds a bit like Badger from Breaking Bad.
Actually, yeah.
Which I like. I like this voice a lot.
Yeah, he had a nice voice. Very American. That merch is fire, sick, looks really cool. Thank you. We should do a giveaway. It's just expensive as hell. Admitting my own merch is expensive. 15 minutes, can you feel the hype? Is my robot working?
Yeah, seeing some live PvP in this would be cool too.
Oh, okay, that game.
And that's a slow bot, and it's a Windows 95 bot.
Five years. Mado, let's start the hype train. I agree. Hype train. Oh, Estelle, he's also streaming on Polish. He should watch my stream, streaming his stream, so we have a stream inception. 53 people watching right now. I think that's the first time I have so many people watching. I really appreciate it all. Thanks for joining me and Boast today. And everyone, if you haven't seen or listened to his podcast, you can find the link in the chat.
That long ass link. Now is the time to subscribe. Get that 100 sub URL.
I actually think isn't it 1,000? Or is it 100?
No, 1,000 is for monetization.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should get you up on 100 now, so you can get your own. Oh, Light Train, welcome to the chat. Dvalin is trending. Thanks to Centroid. Greeting from Greece, bro. Greetings. Yo, boy, Brass. 12 minutes. Okay, I'm going out and see if I have some candy. You can host the stream while I'm away.
Ooh. Greetings from Greece. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, I'm excited for the interview as well. I think that's a really, even potentially more exciting than the gameplay. Because the gameplay, honestly, I mean, it could be what we hoped and prayed for, and it could be the exact opposite, you know? Who knows what we're going to get. But an interview could shed some interesting information. That said, the interview could also be something very canned and very dry and very safe as well. So we'll see. I'm with Dvalin on the dungeon run. That could be cool.
Could be really cool.
Yeah.
Corepunk. It was kind of fun. We started a little trend in the IGN chat on Twitch, where everyone was spamming Corepunk, but but then I realized we were kind of stealing the focus from the other games, and it was maybe not so nice. Are they showing right now a game? Oh, okay, it's Portal. Okay, I was just saying this game is rip-off from Portal.
It's a speed run.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, as a developer, I wouldn't be sitting in the Twitch chat and reading the comments, hoping that someone would in the sea of trolling and trash talk, that one or two people would have a gem in there worth seeing. I would be relying on the feedback that would be coming later, saying, hey, I saw the live stream and I thought your game looked cool, or something like that, or I really like this, or I really like that. So I wouldn't worry about that. I think what that shows is it shows IGN that this game is on our radars, and there's a grip of people that are excited for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I saw a stream yesterday. I think, no, I saw the PC Gamer stream that showed a lot of new games, and everyone in the chat was just flaming and saying this is toxic, this is this is bad. I mean, it was so horrible that I almost felt shame for the gaming community. But yeah, it was really, why do people have to be so toxic in the chat?
Yeah, I don't know what they expect from these showcases.
No, it's not like we're going to see 7 new World of Warcraft games.
Yeah.
Even though
and
that
also with this showcase, in specifically the IGN part of it, they list exactly what they're going to show.
Mm.
So I guess it's hard to read still on the internet, though.
Seek, my countdown is set to exactly the time, 9:30. So IGN's countdown for some reason is a bit behind. It might be because IGN is streaming with 1 minute delay. So if they do something bad or wrong, they can always stop the stream before you see it.
Do you think we'll get a date today on something beta related?
I don't think they're gonna do the same as Torchlight, where they just say, boom, you can play the game now, you know, like they did 2 days ago with Torchlight 3.
Sure.
But
I don't think so either.
But I might think Eugene is spoiling the closed beta date.
Yeah, either that or like at the end of the gameplay. It says it on the screen, something like that.
Yeah. I'm a snake. So how many are they talking over on the Discord server? Ooh, there are a lot of people in there. Imagine Eugene or Irene could actually right now be watching us. Oh god. Someone linked my YouTube live stream in the game discussion on Corepunk. Good, it's not me.
I'm gonna hear about that.
Well, I mean, it wasn't me, so
it's one of your paid minions.
We are so close. 6 minutes, and I don't even have popcorn or anything like that.
I had mine in advance.
Damn it! So you already ate it all?
Yeah, I didn't want to eat it on the mic, so I ate it first. That way I can have the taste of popcorn in my mouth when it's a moment where, you know, should be eating popcorn.
I see. So both Zeke, Brigitto, and Abdul, they don't think we're getting dates today.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just wishful hoping on my part, I think, but
yeah,
it would be potentially a good time for a date, but also if you know something like this falls into their lap where they're invited to be part of this, especially because they did their first trailer reveal with IGN, then it's not necessarily lining up specifically with their development and marketing plans, and it's just something that they think is a good opportunity to be a part of, then for sure. But it's also there's going to be some people watching, and it would be potentially a good time for that. We'll see.
Definitely. So a shout out to Eugene for giving me this little figure. He actually went over to me the Christmas day and gave me this guy here. It's from the trailer, the Corepunk trailer. It's really cool. It's also sticky, you know. It's like all the armor is sticky a lot. You know, not like sticky, but what is it called when you put your finger on it and it hurts? Is it called sticky?
Sharp, pointy.
Yeah, sharp, pointy. So if I gave my daughter this one, she would probably bleed.
Yeah, I've got a couple like that I have to keep away from the kiddos.
Yeah.
The Goliath Pop Funko or Funko Pop of the Goliath monster from Evolve has these sharp, hard spikes all over its back.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, she loves this one though. I guess because of the size of it.
Yeah.
And he looks kind of cute. And but yeah, this is definitely one. If you fell on it or hit someone with it, it would be really bad.
Sendroid says, I don't think dates matter, TBH. If we get some solid gameplay, we can assume the date will come soonish.
I don't know about that because the gameplay can always be made to look polished and really not tell the true story of how far along the game is. But yeah, we'll see. I think dates don't matter to a certain extent, but I think they matter to people's sanity a little bit.
Definitely. I remember Sony being very quiet about the PlayStation 5. And then when they finally... So all the fans of PlayStation, they were angry and saying, where's the date? Where's the date? Why is only Xbox showing the stuff? And then when finally they showed the PlayStation, all the PlayStation fan was not angry anymore. You know, they kind of forgot it. But still, if they have given a date from a long time ago, they wouldn't have, you know, flamed all the how much they did actually.
Yeah, there's positives and negatives to both scenarios. Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong at all, Zentroid, at all whatsoever. Just I guess playing devil's advocate to the other side of the coin is that yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can sometimes make a decision like this for your fans, or you can make a decision like this for your internal reasons. But yeah, like you said, if they had given that date, the fans maybe would have been a little bit chiller the whole time, but maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't have been. And maybe they don't give that date because they're waiting to see what Xbox does. There's so much mind games and chess match moves going with all these decisions.
Definitely.
So yeah, maybe they don't want to put the date out because they're not sure it's going to happen, or they're not sure when it's going to happen because of stuff that's going on. Get in the trunk. We're going to Corepunk. See what Xbox does. That's right. There's so much mind games and chess match. Did he just play through the entire game while we were sitting here? That's pretty crazy.
I think. 20 seconds? Okay, well, again, they are 1 minute behind. Oh, thanks for subscribing, GG. Okay, my countdown is finished, so I can remove that one. Okay. Should I keep the cam on, or should I remove the cam? It's just if I begin to cry, then everyone can see it, like I did on the trailer.
Yeah, but then you might get another statue.
Oh yeah, important. I should
definitely keep it up if you're gonna potentially cry.
Okay. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna shut down the music, and in 20 seconds I'm gonna turn on the music, the sound on the live stream. But I'm still gonna keep it a bit lower than our voices. But of course, when important stuff are there, we will of course be silent. 86 people are watching right now. What the hell is happening? This is first time I have so many people watching. Hello, everyone. Greetings from Denmark and at Boast, Germany. Oh, I'm turning on the voice now.
Incredible developers. After the expo, stay tuned to IGN for a SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, I can't talk. SpongeBob SquarePants Let's Play and a special update on the Xbox Series X. Plus another charity speedrun. We're not done. We're gonna do another one at 5 o'clock today. And then, of course, our interview with the icon Tony Hawk at the end of the stream. For even more Summer Gaming goodness, download the TikTok app, follow IGN, and check out the Summer Gaming hashtag. Watch along with live events, submit your own Summer Gaming moments, reactions, and plays. Make sure to also leave us a yappa in the video comments of IGN.com, and you may just wind up on the show. That is it for this speedrun, but we will be back at 5 o'clock for another. Also, make sure there's the ticker right there. You can donate all day. Just because I'm not here doesn't mean you can't donate.
Did you notice they actually raised $23,000?
Number 4, the last one. Bye. Enjoy.
Welcome to IGN Summer of Gaming Expo. We're rounding up brand new gameplay, next-gen first looks, and got the developers to unpack the secrets behind their latest projects exclusively here on IGN. Fourth meal, The Four Musketeers, Godfather 4. The number 4 is synonymous with an extra helping of goodness, so we couldn't help but wrap up our IGN Expo showcase with just 3. It's time for the kick-ass post-credit sequence you didn't know you were going to get, and today's helping is the biggest one yet. In addition to plenty of brand new trailers and announcements, we'll be getting hands-on with some highly anticipated games, like SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, or The New World, Amazon's upcoming MMORPG. And those are only the titles we're allowed to mention.
Oh.
There's so much more we're intentionally hiding from you on purpose. So strip down to your skivvies, crank up the heater, and throw some sand on the floor, because IGN's Summer of Gaming Expo 4 starts right now.
Let's go.
They didn't show Corepunk. Yeah, it's like I can't go higher than 720p. I have a 4G network connection. So if you want to see 4K, you have to go to IGN. I'm sorry. Oh, is that Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, looks like it. I watched one of the playthroughs that they did. It was looking pretty good. This doesn't look as good as that, though, I think. But maybe I'm wrong.
I turned the sound volume down a little bit on the video. I mean, as long as it's not Corepunk, it's not really that important. Okay, that's harsh to say, sorry. I didn't mean it that way it came out. Okay, it's not. It's Solasta.
Yeah, that definitely didn't look as good as Baldur's Gate.
IGN Expo 4, part of IGN Summer of Gaming. We're about to showcase a ton of exclusive trailers and brand new gameplay. I'm Sydney Goodman, here with Max Scoville and Damon Hatfield.
Thanks, Sid. Happy to kind of be here via webcam. You can watch all of our Summer of Gaming content wherever you stream IGN or live on your TVs by tuning into IGN
I'm actually hiding his
TV Plus. Also, all
harsh
Summer
but
of Gaming
true.
long, IGN is asking you to give to the World Health Organization and the Bail Project in support of Black Lives Matter. The COVID-19 Response Fund is dedicated to studying, tracking, and combating the coronavirus pandemic. The Bail Project is a nonprofit that pays bail for people in need, reuniting families and restoring the presumption of innocence.
And by donating, you'll have a chance to win codes for games like Resident Evil 3 or swag from companies like Bethesda. And donors who give more than $50 will have a chance to win a custom Summer of Gaming Xbox One X. Be sure to click the donation links in the description of your video player or go to donate.ign.com for more information on how and where to give.
For even more Summer of Gaming goodness, download the TikTok app. Follow
God, okay.
Gaming hashtag.
They are really happy for that
Live
TikTok.
events. Submit your very own Summer of Gaming moments, reactions, and plays. Or leave us a yappa in the comment section of IGN.com, and your yap.
So, pull them up, please. Okay.
Now, let's get the expo rolling with today's crop of fresh trailers, only here at IGN Expo 4.
That's a cute ass game.
Yeah, actually, looks fun. Should I laugh now? What happened to Corepunk graphics?
Yeah, that was the Corepunk beach scene, right?
Nintendo? Oh, it's definitely gonna be Zelda. Oh no. Okay, I was wrong.
Did you play this, Dvalin?
No, I never played that.
It's like small map, small amount of players. A bit like Escape from Tarkov in a way.
So it's a Nintendo Switch version of Taco.
No, this is just a Nintendo Switch version of this game. This game's on PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely a stressful game. Speaking of stressful games, I'm playing through The Last of Us right now for the first time.
Number 1 or 2?
The first one.
Oh.
It's intense, man.
Exclusive. Ninja La. This game actually looks quite fun, by the way. If that's the game I think about.
I think this reference they're doing here is a bit too old for most of the people watching.
What am I watching?
Ah, Roland got it. Alright, Roland. I see you. Yeah, this is totally like Splatoon with like those pool toys.
this looks very stressful.
I have to say, and I really try not to be a hater. I try to leave that for other people on the internet. But this is one of the most confusing trailers of any game I've ever seen. I really have no idea what it is. They show more of victory animations than they do of actually what was happening. So weird. Okay.
That's a crappy game.
Crappy game, yeah. I could get into this, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, but even games for kids, they actually have a point. I get there's a point in there somewhere. It looks like a fighting game with different modes and lots of customization and cute characters and stuff. But the trailer itself was really confusing, just showing you a bunch of stuff.
This crap game reminds me of an old game where you were monsters versus monsters.
Yeah. I think this would be fun for maybe 15 minutes.
Definitely.
really fun, and then you'd be like, okay, I fought as a crab. Can check that bucket list item off. Fight crab. Man, what a name.
Corepunk?
Yeah, exactly. Someone made a game out of that one video with crab with the knife. It's true.
But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Just making games from memes now.
The Forgotten City.
Take a look at this wondrous place. Complete strangers brought together by the fates.
This reminds me of
To
Spartacus.
live out our days in a paradise we can never leave. And in all our time together, not a single crime has been committed. Our bond is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. Every moment we're walking on eggshells, and I have grown more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. Someone is about to break the Golden Rule. I need you to talk to my people, help them win their
Oh,
trust,
it's a
figure
talking
out
game.
who is about to end our lives.
That's not me.
And by any means necessary, stop them. If
When
all
is
else
Corepunk
fails,
trailer? We don't really
our
know by
darkest
who's.
years
It can be
are
now, it can be in 2 minutes, it
I
can be in
will
5
use
minutes.
my dying breath to give you the second chance. The fate of this city is in your
I think it's a cool
hands.
concept. The fact that if one person slips up, everyone is punished, and how tense that would make everything.
Fight
But
crab. Heck yeah. Later
Yeah,
on today, we'll be
talking
taking
games,
a real deep dive
not my
into all
cup
things
of tea either.
SpongeBob, the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, hosting yet another charity speedrun, and sharing a special Xbox One X update on smart delivery. Plus, our News Games and More crew will be sharing our IGN Icons interview with Tony Hawk, not to mention Chad Michael Collins of Sniper fame guesting tomorrow.
That's all just around the corner, but right now, Tom Marks is going to give us a closer look at 30XX, a roguelike action platformer you can play with a friend. Tell us more, Tom.
come on, Tom.
Welcome back to check out this game on IGN Summer of Gaming.
Oh, that's Tom.
Highlighting exciting, under-the-radar games worth your attention. As a sequel to the excellent 20XX, the aptly named 30XX keeps the original's infinitely replayable roguelike Mega Man concept, but expands it in just about every way imaginable. Check out some exclusive new gameplay from 30XX's Clock Tower themed level.
You sure we on the right channel? Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, that's the thing with a show like this. You know, it's a showcase of many different games by many different publishers and developers. So you're gonna not make everyone happy for sure. And there's gonna be stuff that you would never have watched otherwise.
True.
But that said, like, that's how I found Corepunk in a way. I mean, I did search for MMO, but that said, you know, if people weren't making videos of the stuff, I don't know if I would have found it, or at least not right away. Maybe you find something in here that you like as well. But yeah, screw Tom.
If you see, then head on over to IGN.com or YouTube.com/IGN to watch the full extended version of this gameplay.
See, that's kind of respectful, right? Like, they show a teaser and then they're like, hey, if you want to see more about this game and see the full version of this, then go check it out. Otherwise, we're moving on to the next thing. That's pretty cool. I think that's really understanding the audience.
For a very exciting adventure with Martin Kreischer, producer from THQ Nordic. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So we have you for a very exciting remaster that
Alpha 6, they haven't shown Corepunk yet.
People in this community are very
Still
excited
waiting.
For. We're going to talk about SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Exactly. So it's the remake of the 2003 classic 3D platformer set in the SpongeBob universe. Probably, or arguably, the most beloved SpongeBob game of all times.
I mean, you're not going to get any arguments from me. Did you guys anticipate the excitement for Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated? Because, like, it is kind of insane how... I know people in my office as well were just, like, freaking out. I mean, I know this is something that I played a lot as a kid.
So, Boast, are you gonna play this game?
Like, hearing that
I totally would. This game so far is the one that has me most interested.
We
For
do
sure.
anticipate it to a degree. I think on that level of excitement is always something you hope for, but not 100% anticipate. Because
SpongeBob's
you
great.
know, after all, it's a genre that some may say that for adults isn't, you know, it's not what you play regularly. But I think that's also the strength. There is not that many 3D platformers out there on all these platforms, and it's just one of the best ones that was ever made. And there's just also not that much next-gen content that features SpongeBob, and he's just one of the most beloved characters.
Yeah, Mato,
of
it's
all time.
pretty amazing.
So I
90
think this
people
all
are
came
watching
together
right now.
to create this amazing momentum that this wave we're riding, and yeah, we're just very happy that the fans are happy, that the fans of the original
CHQ,
series,
I think.
that everybody's happy and excited. And
CHQ Nordic.
be able to give this to the players.
I think one of the coolest things about this game too is that it really touches on a point in SpongeBob history that everyone really loves and is fond of, and of course kind of like the originals, like SpongeBob is still going, and I know in previous interviews you guys said that you're trying to incorporate some of like the more modern art style as well and bring a little bit more vibrancy to this, correct?
Yes, so basically the game is from around season 2.
So if we scroll down a bit for the sound here, Boast, I think Corepunk is gonna be the same, that we see maybe 1 minute and then they say we have to go to the channel and watch rest.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to drive traffic to the channel as well. I mean, this is another good reason for that. Get people to go and watch the full thing on your own channel. drive them to the website wherever they host it so that they can get more beta signups.
The classics from later
Yeah.
episodes, but the story
Hmm.
and all the setting and everything is really from that time.
And that's honestly just such like a great way to merge both fandoms. I guess like the older and then new ones,
Dvalin, if you're free, could you tell us everything you know about Corepunk? That's a long list, but after we watch this gameplay, the next video I'm probably gonna make is what is Corepunk, and I will be talking about anything we know about the game. So I'll definitely come back to that topic, but short set, it's a MMORPG with a lot of cool things that you're gonna see very soon. So stay tuned and be excited.
Yeah.
What do you guys like about this level in particular?
And cheers to everyone.
It's the first moment where you, as you say, can actually.
I'm drinking water.
With all her.
Yeah, I'm drinking water too. Gotta stay hydrated for this. Have no idea how long we're gonna be sitting here.
We're showing this in a big way, and because she's basically, I think combat-wise, she's probably the best character in the game with her lasso. She can lasso people from far away and all this kind of stuff. So this is pretty exciting about it. And apart from that, it's also one of the most iconic locations because it's just this. It's downtown Bikini Bottom, so it's the houses that you just.
That's a pretty long
In your mind from
intro they have
the
this
series.
game.
These are those typical metal houses that look a bit as if they were built from broken submarines and stuff like this. And I think now with the higher fidelity of an Unreal Engine 4, of modern consoles and modern PCs, you can really, it's on a whole different level, this kind of feeling of really walking through Bikini Bottom, like really walking through this world.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like even though it's not necessarily a one-to-one creation with all of like the episodes, because that downtown Bikini Bottom definitely changes between the episodes, it is nice to feel like that there are those iconic spots like that where SpongeBob's hall monitor and we got the Weeboos in the corner in the dark. Like you can just like imagine where that would take place here, and it's really cool to see that. You've said in previous interviews that Purple Lamp has dug into some of the cut content from the original and built it for Rehydrated, like the robust Squidward boss.
Big Mama
What's the
Big.
most exciting
None
addition
games in the world is
to
bad.
Rehydrated?
Every game in the world is good.
Well, I think overall it's the
It's
new
just
multiplayer
different.
mode. So basically,
Anyone else hyped for
we were kind of
Shadowlands?
faced with this challenge of
Nah.
how do you keep
Actually
a
not so
beloved,
much.
revered classic the way it was, and still try to.
This
bring
game is
back
for my
these
little
things
sister.
without them interfering with the basic single player experience of that people
Corepunk hype
remember.
only.
And so we basically took a lot of this cut content that was sometimes concept art, or it was.
Did they mention if this game is gonna have multiplayer?
Unfinished level that you could, sneak into if you hacked the old game, and we took that and put it all into this multiplayer where two players can off and online play together as 7 different characters from the SpongeBob universe, and you just fight against hordes and hordes of robots. So I think this is the biggest new feature by far, because it basically includes a lot of little hints.
Okay,
to all
Nick,
these,
true. Without bad games, you can have good games. Okay, you're winning on that one. I'm excited about Corepunk. I've seen the first trailer and it looks like an MMORPG and a MOBA bind together. This is what I'm most excited for. Definitely agree on that one. When Corepunk, we don't know soon. Only games I'm hyped for aside Corepunk is Near World and Cyberpunk. This looks like an old 2005 PS2 game.
The multiplayer is a horde mode. How hard is it?
Well, it depends. It depends on. I think the thing is that it's about like 26 islands, if I have it.
So if we go by what's on the
quite a long challenge
schedule,
to get to the end.
so we've already seen the 2 trailers for Ninyala and
Basically,
Vigor.
each island, it gets harder and harder. It's like
We've
Squidward,
seen Fight Crab,
Squidward starts attacking,
Forgotten
these
City,
kind of things. So,
Solasta,
few
and now
islands
SpongeBob.
are not gonna be
So there's left
who's used to playing
1,
video games.
2,
It
3,
does progressively get harder.
4, 5
And to reach
other
the very last
potential gameplay and interview in there.
skills.
It's really cool that you guys.
Plus there's the Tony Hawk
What's the most difficult to do
section,
Well, I have to speak a
True.
little bit there a little bit.
and
think it's.
Yeah, it depends what we get from this Tom guy again, because it has two more Tom pieces there as well. But we've actually gone through a lot of the content already that's listed in the description.
Yeah, we are half through, right?
About, yeah.
Yeah.
Squidward, it just made sense to give him a distance attack because we wanted him to fight with his.
Oh, John goes, is this a remake of the old game?
This is a remake, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a totally new game.
No.
Where do we take the animations, the fight, the moves?
Okay, but I guess they enhanced the graphics a lot.
Fights with this swordfish skull from the episode.
Yeah, I never
on that cemetery.
played the original, so I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it's pretty old.
This huge 50s shoes that he sometimes has in the series, or he gets a frying pan in his mouth and you whack the robots with it. So I think a lot of thought went into this to really make sure that even those little moves that you have in the multiplayer, that you recognize them from some of the episodes, from the cult episodes.
I love that. It's like she's really putting in that thought to make it something that's not just fun, but also really harkens to those really big moments or just like small details that you might have forgotten. And I just love that. It kind of just proves how much they care about SpongeBob, which is like maybe weird to say, but like getting into those details for that just means I think a lot to the fans who will be probably playing this. Especially, I also think it's very funny that Squidward would fight with this clarinet, but it also makes sense. I am actually a clarinet player as well.
Big. I guess THQ Nordic paid IGN a lot of money for this.
That he's fighting with his clarinet, and if it gets destroyed along the way, it's probably okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
That's probably pretty much all it is. It is a lot of time for a remake.
Maybe to find the just coolest, most bombastic move. But then when you look at the series, there's so many.
Now I hope Corepunk is the same length for this.
Crazy details and this kind of wackiness, I think, is what is part of why it's so beloved around the world. And so we basically then just realized
This one's a cult classic.
Try to find something that people remember from a certain episode, and that just you're not gonna see in any other video game. You're not gonna see in any other game a little snail
That is a long cover.
shiny leather shoes. That can only happen to you in the world of.
Didn't make a bunch of money, but a lot of people like and praise this game.
I love it.
Well, they have the game view too. I think they show AAA game already. No one wants to watch anymore.
He was kind enough to fly over to Vienna, where the studio and also THQ Nordic, the publisher, are based, and just play the game actually at the stage it was back then with the developer and give his insights, since nobody, I think, on the planet has played more Battle for Bikini Bottom.
John goes, how are you actually able to be here? I thought you were working right now or something like that.
Little techniques, how you can get around somewhere fast, or where you could actually also kind of fool the game. And so all of these things basically went into.
Can you only collect the underpants if you're SpongeBob?
He just knows a lot about.
Yeah, I saw it too. He doesn't pick it up.
Since as a speedrunner, anything that kind of trips you up is a pain in the Bikini Bottom. So those were basically the things that he, I think, was able to contribute a lot. And apart from that, we just love watching his videos and seeing all the of him and the other guys, of all the speedrunners out there and the fans to just see what they are excited about and whether we are concentrating on the right things or whether we were concentrating on the right things.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much, Martin.
That is so awesome.
So much more SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for the Bottom Rehydrated here soon.
So if you have full health, then you don't need to pick up.
Corepunk, please.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned for an inside look at the new game, New Worlds, New Mode, War Mode. It's all new. We'll take an even closer look at Amazon's New World later on, plus we'll get our hands on SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated with an exclusive Let's Play, so if you liked what you just saw, there's more where that came from. It is a complete remaster of a beloved 3D platformer, and I, for one, can't wait.
The ad break is a great time to donate to the Bail Project or COVID-19 Response Fund, which you can do at donate.ign.com or by following the links in the video description.
I think Youngos is a secret SpongeBob speedrunner.
Donate more than $50 will have a chance to win
So they say we're going to get an ad break now.
Yeah.
So okay, so we're probably getting a lot of commercials now.
That's all we got for right now. We'll be right back.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
Do we know when the Corepunk invoice? Nope. Nope. It could be now, it could be soon, it could be... We don't know. So now we have to watch commercials for 5 minutes, I think. This game, Boast, is just for you.
How'd you know? What a tease. I wanted to see more of that.
Wow, they're skipping fast away everything now.
Consoles. From frame rates, services, features, peripherals, and even all the new tech jargon, Next Gen Console Watch 2020 will keep you up to speed on everything leading up to the next generation of gaming. Join us every Friday for a new episode. Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises.
I've got to turn down the volume of this because it's basically just commercials. Okay, Boast. So we almost through it.
Yeah, thoughts so far? Since this isn't what we came here for.
Yeah, and then they just clashed a commercial.
Yeah, like what Big Mama said. Out of all of that, was there anything that you would actually play?
Nothing.
I would play the survivalists.
Oh, the one with the 2D graphic?
Yeah, the like pixel graphic, like prison architect looking, or like
yeah,
Harvest Moon looking game.
Okay, yeah, I would join on that one too.
And we could play together. You know, that would be something.
Yeah.
That's that makes it a bit more exciting too. Man, she's going nuts.
Did they just show a goose that twerked? I actually have IGN's mobile app. It's actually quite okay. I mean, they just show all the... Oh, they're already back?
Oh wait, that's not 4. It's fine. Where we're premiering the latest game trailers and getting you first looks at fresh new gameplay like New World. New World is a game designed to be played with other people, and War Mode allows for epic 50v50 action. So we sent in Mitchell Salzman and Nick Lamone to fight for opposite sides of a 50v50 match. And let us know what it's like on the front lines. Let's play New World War Mode with Nick and Mitchell.
Okay.
Oh, I killed Mitchell, I sniped him! Burning oil, here we go. Yeah!
Why is it in
oh, no!
no color?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Mitchell Saltzman, joined by Nick Lamone.
How's it going, everyone?
And also, Mike and David from Amazon Game Studios.
Afternoon, everyone.
What's up?
And today, we're going to be doing a Let's Play of the War Mode in New World, a game that's coming out rather soon, actually. So, Mike, Dave, why don't you give us a quick walkthrough of what this mode is?
Yeah, so War Mode is how we determine who owns a territory. So, when one company owns a
Is it me, or have they recorded with a very bad frame rate?
Out in a 30-minute battle. As an attacker, your goal is to first capture the 3 points around the fort.
Well, it's a 50v50, right? And early of that, so
well,
it might just be the game.
Yeah, but it's like it's a bit blurry.
So what we're going to try to do is
I see what you mean.
taking those capture points,
No low resolution.
our own siege weaponry,
Yeah, maybe.
which we set up through town projects and various other things, but we want to keep those up and we want to stop them at all costs from taking those points. Because if they take those points,
Man, this is like Guild Wars 2 World versus World on steroids. Just from the first glance at it, it really looked like if they remastered
My
World
team,
versus
my
world.
team, and Nick, I like you a lot. I just want to say that.
Don't lie to me, Mitchell.
No, this
No
is
need
true.
to lie on camera.
This is true, Nick. I like you a lot, but as much as I like you, I like winning more. And I hope you're going to be okay with that. I hope we can still continue to be friends after this.
We'll see.
All right, so this time we're on the attacking side. So you'll see once the gates open, now our job is to try to capture all.
This reminds me of Battlegrounds of World of Warcraft.
I'm following you, David. So wherever you go, I will go with, unless, and this is a very, bolded unless, if I see Nick and his dumb little face.
I'm a tanky boy.
I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go and follow my heart.
So what we want to do is defend the control points. Now we want usually anti-infantry weapons. So basically we'll want to use like the.
Are you seeing that both of them, they actually see themselves as blue?
Ballistas against,
Yeah.
Their siege weapons, because that's what's going to do more of the structural damage.
Where are you at?
Let's see. I'm.
Mado, he liked your comment about Guild Wars 2 and steroids.
And so anytime we
Yeah.
want to enter or exit a gate, when we're ready to go and we unleash hell,
To war!
we'll press E to open.
Oh, I have to hit E. All right, I'm still following you. This is still good.
Here we go.
All right, don't be distracted. We're going to the point.
All right.
So as we stay on the point, we'll start to capture.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them on top of B. We got to get in there.
Yeah, there is.
All right, we're halfway there. Stay on point.
Definitely need our healers up front. Oh, we lost B.
All right, we got B. I'm going to tell the army to go for C now.
So that means they can go through our main gate, right?
Not yet. They need to take more control points.
All right, head towards C. I'll meet you there.
Heading towards C. Oh God, I'm getting hit. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna go to A since I don't see anyone there.
All right, I'm heading towards you. I only see
Healing
a
up.
small handful. There's still people fighting around that main control point. That's fine. That's fine. Let them do that.
I keep missing my siphon on you. It's still
You're
helpful.
healing
It's still
lady.
helpful.
Okay, they actually have healers in this game.
Looking strong at C.
A's looking pretty.
You more
good as
interested
well.
now?
They're too quiet though. I don't like it.
All right. I'm gonna buy a couple inferno traps and place them around here.
Did you
Okay,
buy this
same
game
thing we
already?
got as well.
Yeah.
We're doing
There's
good.
so much going on right now.
That's a quarter of the way.
Okay, I see them coming to A.
Okay, so you can't build directly in the circle, but you can build around it. Oh, good
Alright,
melt.
so
Good melt.
Their bowman's down.
Can't block forever.
Oh, I got you. Oh, run.
I'm running.
Ah, nice. I'm right behind you. You're safe.
Okay.
Drink a potion. One more. And then let's head towards A.
All right, where's that?
I'm just in front of you.
Oh, they got C, so everyone on A. All right, good. We took that down.
I'm going to A right now.
If you need an auto run, just hit
I'm
E.
definitely, I don't know,
Nick anywhere yet.
more interested now after watching this.
Pack up, B space.
Actually, yeah.
Snickerdoodle.
Oh, focus on nice
It doesn't
shot.
look
That one's
like
almost dead.
boring,
Ah, man. Missed.
but I'm definitely more into the
Oh,
PvE
man,
aspect of the game.
everyone's raining down over here. It's getting wild.
Leave me alone. Ugh. Backstabbers. It's Nick. Oh, Nick's killing me. Help me.
Where is he?
I don't want to die to Nick.
Drag him back over towards A.
Come on, Nick. Full life. You got nothing.
Ooh. I'm getting.
Yeah, the
wrecked
colors
right
are
now. Okay, we're
definitely
Running.
Oh, you're running. Where you running from?
very flat and
back. Oh no, I'm a dead stuffler.
Oh, he's down.
just sort of one color.
Did I lose him?
Right here.
Just all really warm.
True.
Oh, I just got a message. Killed Advent Nick.
I got taken out. All right, David V. I'm taking this seriously now. As long as Mitchell didn't do it, it's fine.
Well, it was worth it in the end, but I think I'm going down right here. I gotta run. Ow. Oh, I'll take it.
David V. got the last poke in.
Oh, Dave.
I'll remember that.
Oh no, I'm down.
Oh no.
All right, David V. I'm coming for you. This is what you get. There you go.
Oh, he's
there
dead.
you go. How do you like that, huh?
Oh.
Oh no, killed by Advent Nick.
Oh no.
The retaliation.
All right, back in.
I still wonder if
Back
these
That's
ranged
fine.
Oh, I see Nick.
classes will have
All right, up in the right corner of your screen, you'll see
Viability in there.
If you need to,
132.
go ahead and buy some either chase
Yeah,
elixir,
but they also have to
really
use
good,
ammo.
or I'm sorry, cleansing elixir, just in case you get slowed.
We'll try to hang back. If we can clear this guy
So I
out,
think once they get jumped on or
and try to put some.
rushed by any of these guys, they're done. Look at that thing, though. Gatling gun.
Oh shoot.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
Whoa.
I'm very close.
All right, fade down.
Good. I need 4 more tokens to get another siege barrel. Once you get a barrel, see if you can get up close by those weapons up top.
Gotcha.
We need to take
yeah,
those out.
We just shoot these powder kegs.
Yeah, once they're right, you can either shoot them or,
That's a lot of
or
cannons.
ignite them by walking up to it and interacting with E.
Yeah.
And then it'll set down a timer. If you shoot them, it's like instantaneous.
Fuse is lit. There you go.
So do you think I should be in the thick of it, or should I be hanging back and dropping just fireballs?
Well, we need a mix. You can't capture it unless there's people on it. So if you lay down fire, I'll hop on the point.
All right, I'll try laying down some fire.
Oh boy! Oh.
You can
boy,
interact with
that's a
the
lot of fire.
bush. Can you hide in there?
Oh, I see him.
Oh, it's Nick! Go away! Come on!
Oh, he's retreating.
Leave me alone!
I'm gunning specifically for him right now.
Oh, oh dang it!
Got him.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mitchell. I had to do it.
Just like Nick, come after someone who's already weak.
I'm happy. Mitchell's gone.
How much time do we have left?
14 minutes. We're a bit behind. We should be working on the gates right now. So.
Oh man,
Everyone
he's not
looks the
looking so
same.
good now.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
that
Seem to give
I
them an edge.
agree with that 100%. I think everyone looks completely the same. The only one that stood out to me was the one that had like the antlers on his helmet.
All right,
Yeah.
get to
I
those
thought that was
supply
like a cool
generators.
silhouette that
Oh,
made
yeah,
for
we gotta get
a
back
cool
inside.
looking character.
Move on to the
But yeah, all the rest look
So now
exactly
we
the
just have
same.
to put damage on this gate.
Yeah, they definitely need some new armor in this game.
And once this is clear, next time around, I'll bring up a cannon and build one to help take it down quicker.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back in. Supply generator.
Oh, so now they're going to have the castle fight.
We got this, we got this.
And also with your tokens, buy some Inferno traps. Do I have any? Yes, I do. All right.
Good call.
So set up Inferno traps next to like the entrances.
Knock, knock,
with you.
knock.
They're all just trying. Oh my gosh, the side of our castle has so many Inferno traps. I love it. I gotta add one more just for posterity.
Oh. Does this have ammo? Yeah. Burning oil. Here we go. Yeah.
Haha.
Oh no! Good shot.
Oh, there's Mitchell. Oh, I killed Mitchell. I sniped him. Victory!
Mitchell quiet.
Hey, well done.
You can go rub that in Mitchell's face.
It looks pretty hard to win when you attack.
Where did we go wrong?
In
Lay
many,
it into
many
me.
different places. What I'd like to focus on, though, is the number of times we killed Advent Nick. That was a positive.
You know what? That's fair. I think we at least got him twice. I know he got me at least once. Maybe more. I'm not going to give him any more credit, though. All right, David, we've changed a couple things up. We got smoked that first round.
Are they gonna show
changed
one more?
everything that I did last time.
That's pretty brutal.
I'm going for a melee class this time. I got a hammer. I got a sword. We're on offense.
That's maybe
what
too
else
much.
Do you think we can do to
Yeah.
try and shift the tide in our favor and at least tie it up?
I think this time we're just going to stand on that point, and anyone that enters the circle...
Okay, then the
we're gonna
Corepunk video
jump
is
on
definitely
them
also gonna be a long
and
one.
force behind them.
You know, enter my circle. I like it.
Don't forget to eat.
Oh yes, thank you for the reminder. All right, going B.
Out
All right,
of the
which one are we
circle.
starting for? Are we going for A?
I say we go right down the middle again. That worked out well. Go to B.
All right, I'm going to B. Getting on the point. Getting on there.
We need a lot of people on
Yeah,
there.
Liar Train. I think we're gonna
almost
have to see one more
We
fight.
almost have it.
Oh God! Everything sucks.
Yeah. There we
Nice.
go.
All right, I'm going to C.
Oh, they got it. Want to go to C?
Yeah, let's do it.
If they're going to C, then let's go A.
A is looking rough, but I don't think we'd get there in time.
Yeah, I think at this point we stay here.
It's a game by
Nice.
Amazon,
Alright,
money,
just
money,
to see
money.
now.
So obviously it's going to be the longest cover of the
Why don't you
stream.
come into my circle? Ooh, got a headshot there.
Oh man, there's a lot of them.
I hope Corepunk, as long as these gameplay bits.
Oh,
Definitely,
don't say
definitely.
all in on C in general chat.
Trying to lead him. Got him.
Alright, I'm back on point. A lot of red people coming in.
Alright.
Boast, if you're gonna play this game, what weapon do you think you're gonna play?
Go and get some anti-infantry weapon. So we can try to take C.
Alrighty.
Going back on point.
Boast?
Oh boy.
Here it comes.
Did I lose him?
Boom. Oh, I hit a ton of people
nice.
on that one.
Great.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him disperse.
Where's Nick? Where's he hiding?
I know. Why isn't he on the point?
It's just FK.
I got this guy also.
Irish Pride? Yeah.
Reviving. Ah, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, every time I try to get in on someone, I just get destroyed. I'm getting rocked right now.
That last one's always the toughest.
I'd use guns and more guns. The gun actually looks quite nice, a bit sniper. But I'm personally more bowman. Archer.
We need to fight on the circle.
Fighting. Oh man. Getting bullied.
Oh, is that Nick? Oh, I see Nick!
Oh no, Mitchell's got me. I can't let him kill me.
Oh, I'm gonna get him. He's hiding in the fire.
Oh no, Mitchell's gonna get me. No.
Oh, he's dead.
Tuan, are you same on bow or gun?
Where are you going? Where are you going, Nick?
Oh no, he's got me. No, I can't let that happen. He's dancing on my body.
Yeah.
Okay, we can play that game.
All right. Oh God, I hope that didn't cost us the point.
We're losing it quick. Get back on.
I'm back.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it.
Maybe I'll use bow too.
Get on C, no one's here.
We're starting to
Bow are
lose C.
better.
I may pull back if
Team
I were
bow.
you.
Oh, I see Mitchell. Oh, he's running. There you go.
Oh boy. That's it for me.
Fire everywhere.
Hold strong. Oh no.
Almost got it. Almost got it.
Get on circle.
Oh no, it's going down. No.
Alright, we're pushing him back.
Damn
Oh,
it.
you're so close.
Boast internet died, so he's not online anymore. So right now you have to just live with me.
We're back.
I'm gonna get. They're building 2 of these.
That's a bad time for the internet to go down.
Oh, I see
Rest in
Nick.
peace,
I see
Boast.
Nick.
Maybe you can catch me always when you come online again.
Dancing on my grave. Hey guys, stop that.
Not looking good for the home team here.
No, this is rough.
So what's like the good combo that you guys mentioned earlier? Is like 2 slashes, shield bash, and then while they're stunned, you can use a strong attack and then cancel that into something else.
Yeah, if you've got the spin
It's
sword,
I'll just put down the volume a bit and take some of your chat comments. Let's cross fingers to get 50 minutes of Corepunk gameplay at least. Definitely agree. I think we're gonna get a long Corepunk gameplay now since that new world is so long. Stressful. By the way, I really don't know what the hell is going on with this gameplay. I can see how it can look confusing, but it's basically just capture A, B, C, and then when you capture those 3 bases, then you can capture the castle. There's no PvE in this game. Yeah, the game is. I think the game is actually mainly PvE, open world with monsters and so on. But they are playing the battleground where you're 50 versus 50. It's just a battleground where you have to control. You have to fight over castles. You can like get castles in this game. A moment of silence for a fallen commentator. Yeah, let's 1 minute silence for Boast.
Oh, how poetic that was!
Well, you win one, you lose one.
All right, guys. Well, that is War Mode in New World. Nick, we went 1-1, so you know I'm glad at least, even if I didn't win, I'm glad that we went neck and neck in there. And I just have to say, you know, you did great. And Mike, Dave, thank you guys so much for being such excellent coaches. And Nick, I am sorry for dancing on your grave.
Yeah. You're so mean, Mitchell.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's gonna be me. Corepunk? Corepunk now?
Now that you've seen what New World is all about, let's join Sid and one of the game's developers to find out more about this ambitious project from Amazon.
Seek, what are they spamming on Twitch?
And now we get to talk about a brand new game called New World. And here to talk to me about it, we've got Mike Willett and Dave Verifai. Hi, guys. Welcome.
How's it
Thanks,
going?
Sydney. Great to be here on the Summer Gaming.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here. So let's just start at the top. For people who don't know, what kind of game is New World? What can players expect when they get their hands on this?
Yeah, New World is an open world MMO.
Yeah.
It's set in the age of exploration in the 17th century.
Yeah, we have to watch a bit more of New World.
It's got this great blend of directed content with quest chains and deep story, as well as lots of opportunity for emergent gameplay with open world systems like the territory control system, a player-driven economy, housing. And underneath that all is this really cool action-based combat system and deep progression that sort of keeps the moment-to-moment gameplay fun and engaging.
Mm-hmm. And so how does New World set itself apart from other fantasy MMOs? I know you kind of started outlining some of the things, but if you want to get a little bit deeper maybe into the combat aspect.
Yeah, the action-based combat is a really cool element of the game. It's a system where skill really matters. Positioning and timing is super important to the combat. It's a physical-based combat system, so your swings actually have to connect with an enemy to register a hit. There's also a lot of defensive options, so it creates this really sort of cool dance between the attacker and the defender, where there's momentum during the battle. And it's a really sort of strategic system also, where your gear choices, how you sort of specialize your combat abilities.
Should we see what people are saying in the comment section?
Now, how did you determine which typical MMO conventions to keep?
Corepunk, please, New World. I can't do any anymore. Yakuza Remaster Collection for PC now. We want more about New World. Not Mafia, it's garbage. Why? Why is this game still here? Oh, damn it. People are so toxic. Still here cause Amazon money. I buy this to support this small indie company. Hey, Beery2, welcome to the stream, man. Give me my key. Sorry, I don't have any keys.
And that's where things like the territory control system, where players can take over one of the 11 territories in the game and sort of own that territory. They can set their own tax rates. They sort of act as governors.
Well, we have to wait. No Corepunk still. Corepunk is definitely gonna be soon. Soon. Keep in there, guys. Keep in. Come on. Keep in. Don't lose the hope. Don't lose the hope. Don't lose the hope.
Yeah, I'm so glad you referenced this B-roll because what we're watching is War Mode, correct? Can you maybe tell us more about what exactly War Mode is?
Yeah, so War Mode is how we determine
who controls the territory. Why are they asking what War Mode is? We basically just saw 15 minutes of gameplay of what War Mode is. What's up? Hey Game Nate, welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. They're really gonna show Corepunk after New World. Yeah, I think too. I think too. It makes sense to show two MMORPGs in a row.
Once the territory goes into a contested state, then we see the war that actually is happening here. And this is a 30-minute war where it's a 50-on-50 experience. And there's sort of three general phases to it. The attacker's end goal is to take down the claim and basically lay siege to the fort. But before they do that, they first have to control these three control points that are spread throughout the territory. Once they control all three, then the attackers can try to break down the gates. And then the last step after they've broken down the gates is sort of spilling into the fort itself and trying to take control of the central claim flag in the fort. And while all this is happening, the defenders are trying to stop.
They're really gonna show hope. Here is your keys. Did you like the war mode? Game Nate. I'm actually. It doesn't look bad, New World. So I have bought it already. So when it comes out, I'm definitely gonna play it. So.
Yeah, man, that definitely.
I wonder how much money Amazon paid for this section to be this long.
Outside of my territory.
I guess a lot.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So excited for Corepunk. Me too, man. No surrender for Corepunk Crusade.
Many objectives on the battlefield where the attackers can choose where to place them. So it's sort of fun to find hidden places or places where you've got
Hey, mate.
a really good sightline. And then the defenders
Hey.
Welcome back.
The positive of this going so long is I didn't miss anything.
True. Well, you missed all the New World thing.
No.
And she just asked him, "What is war mode?" And we're like, "Oh, we just seen 15 minutes of it."
Yeah. Zendroid, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. We're gonna get to a custom URL one day. And we're gonna have to do a follow-up Corecast after we see this stuff tonight.
Definitely.
Everyone charges. It's sort of a really cool moment in war. They also have vats of hot oil that they can.
You can call me Rushy Bro. We are friends. Sure, Rushy Bro. I remember him.
Hey, what's up, Rushy? I don't know if you're new to Corepunk or one of the OGs, but I saw your latest video and it was well done. I liked it.
Or quests that maybe you need to do in order to activate or start the war. Can you kind of take us through that?
I actually haven't seen it yet.
Absolutely.
But I promised him to watch it. Oh, Mr. Mushroomification just subscribed. Thanks for the sub, man.
As you own a territory and are trying to protect it, you can do what we call town projects, which are basically projects that the governor starts, and then anyone in the territory can contribute to the progress of that. And various projects will upgrade the strength of your walls, will upgrade the strength of your defenses. So governors can sort of choose which elements of defense.
Devs who never PvP'd in their life trying to make a PvP game.
I think this is my main concern with Amazon games in general, is that, you know, traditionally they're not a game publisher or a game developer. And even if they are bringing in, you know, the best of the best of what they can pay for to bring in, at the top of that is still Amazon, who doesn't have the experience that a lot of other big publishers and developers have. So I always put these Amazon games kind of on my at-risk list from the beginning because of that. Because the decisions are made from the top down in a corporate game development. I've seen it firsthand. And yeah, I think AI Bags is onto something there, because yeah, they might hire some good talent, but the end of the day, they're going to be catering to their shareholders and their stakeholders, and you know, they might force them to do stuff that's not in the best interest of the players. Yeah, Crucible is just awful. Exactly to the point of that. It's just to carve out a little piece of the market, I think, as well. As he said, a side gig.
Did you see Crucible remove 2 out of 3 of their game mods?
No, but it makes sense. I mean, I think they had too many game modes to begin with, in an early access multiplayer game. I mean, you're splitting the community potentially like 4 different ways, you know, at the beginning. That's just stupid.
But the thing is, they don't even say it's an early access game.
Okay, but it's obviously an early access game.
Yeah. Mr.
And again, a complete ripoff. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just Mr. Mushroom says, thanks for keeping us up to date at this game. Which game are you pointing out, Mr. Mushroom? Are you saying New World or Corepunk?
New World is going to be launching on August 25th, 2020.
Well, Rushy, you may not be wrong that it's going to take longer to come out. We really don't know yet, but I did make the mistake of welcoming someone to the Corepunk Discord that apparently had been there longer than me, but I had just never seen before, so. Regardless, it was a cool update video, a cool recap, and I think that's good, and I look forward to Dvalin making something similar of everything we've seen so far, because I think like with an event like this, Summer of Gaming, we're going to get new people, and to be able to point them to like one single update and say, here, this is everything we know, I think is really helpful.
Celeste, Crown of the Magister, a Dungeons and Dragons inspired tactical RPG. And later, we're popping the hood on the Xbox Series X to see how smart delivery works.
Mr. Mushroom was watching your other YouTube videos and ended up here. Well, that's nice. It's actually quite nice algorithm that YouTube videos, they point you over to my live stream.
By donating, you'll have a chance to win codes for games like Resident Evil 3 or swag from companies like Bethesda, and donors who give more than $50 will have a chance to win a custom Summer of Gaming Xbox One X.
IGN Summer of Gaming continues right after this.
Are we going to have an ad break?
Summer of Gaming is presented by The Last of Us Part 2. Available June 19th. Rated M for mature.
I think it's just these short
Army National Guard. Working with our communities to
shout
fight
outs.
the pandemic to deliver food, build hospitals, and more. Go to nationalguard.com/esports for more info. And by Fuser.
Hey, there's my game. Oh, Warren G and Nate Dogg. Yeah. I don't understand that. Like, why is that such a short thing? Oh, that's Fuser. That's the last thing they mentioned there. Now I get it.
News, games, and more is IGN's live news show every day of the week that covers all the day's news about games, movies, comics, and of course more.
Yeah. To everyone, I've tuned down the sound just while it's just commercials. It's just, yeah, commercials right now.
We're live every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern.
And yeah, if you haven't joined my Discord channel, everyone, you can go to my Discord channel in the chat and come in and, you know, have a chat with us about Corepunk.
Services, features, peripherals, and even all the new tech jargon, Next Gen Console Watch 2020 will keep you up to speed on
I think it just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new people on my Discord channel.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the
Ooh, 7.
of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never before seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, let's plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage
8.
you need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, we've always got
Hey, Abax, you just joined? I thought you already were on my channel.
If you're not following IGN on social media, what are you waiting for? We're constantly updating our feeds to bring you the latest news, gameplay, custom original content,
A goose twerking.
user-generated videos and art, memes. Be part of the conversation throughout the year. Follow IGN on
The
Instagram,
icing on the cake.
TikTok, and Snapchat.
Yeah.
How to make a good game, use something plus punk and it will hype it up. Okay, now it's coming,
Episode number 4. In a little while, Tom Marks will introduce us to Dead Static Drive, an atmospheric road trip across America set 1 month before the apocalypse. But first, Celeste, Crown of the Magister is a tactical combat RPG that draws heavy from Dungeons and Dragons. Damon had a chance to chat with one of the developers. Let's go check it out.
I'm Damon Hatfield, and I'm joined by Matthew Gerard. He's CEO and creative director at Tactical Adventures, and we're here to talk about and look at Solasta Crown of the Magister. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Actually, I would have loved to meet you at E3, but well, we have to adapt to the new time, so let's adjust and do something great with you today.
Of course, that sounds amazing. Solasta is a classic tabletop RPG in video game form. Is that accurate?
I think it's pretty accurate, actually. We define ourselves as a tactical RPG, and I've been a huge fan of tabletop gaming for 30 years. My vision was really to recreate this feeling of tabletop in video games in something very faithful to the rules of tabletop gaming. So what we see behind is the footage of the game, which we're going to release as a demo for the Steam Festival. And what's really interesting about the game is that we used the D&D 5th edition rule sets. We have a license from Wizard of the Coast. And the game is very accurate to the rule set. And people who are fans of D&D will find themselves right at home with this game, because you will find all the classical races, classes, backgrounds, powers, features that you're used to. But also, the game...
Interesting. It's like a homebrew D&D
so
adventure.
We added our own races, classes, and special content.
So people that are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, it should feel very familiar to them. But what about people who haven't played D&D?
Well, I would say that the 5th edition is a very good balance between simplicity and customization options. So it's not the most complex of editions. And also we have lots of tutorials and introduction sequences. And again, also the interface is really streamlined so that it's easy, natural, and fun to use.
So here I think we're seeing, we're rolling a character.
Yes, absolutely. You have the different stages of the character, race, class, lots of options. For the background, you can also customize your personality. That is at the bottom left, you can see the personality flags, which will define how the character reacts.
This is
during
way too many options for me.
And also, what is really interesting in the game is that
for right now, or just in general,
character, not just one plus henchmen. So you're going to create a full party.
Yeah, I mean, just when you have to choose your stats, that's why I, kind of leave.
It's really you're going to
yeah, that's part of Dungeons and Dragons, though, is building characters.
You create your characters, create your party, but what's the sort of overall
building all
story
the stats like that?
So the story is it's
Carrie, if you're looking for a Dungeons and Dragons game
in Solasta,
you should check out Baldur's Gate 3.
In this world, the kingdom of the elves was destroyed by a cataclysm. Shortly after, the humans came from another world, another dimension. And somehow, after this cataclysm, the world reconstructed. But there's some pretty bad stuff going on in the area called the Badlands. And the main goal of the player in the campaign will be to find out what's happening, which ancient evil is appearing. And so his party of 4 characters is going to meet different NPCs, monsters, dangers, strange fortresses, all of that, exploring the world of Solasta. And actually, it's one of the goals of this game is to discover the lore and the specificity of Solasta.
So I think we're seeing some combat here, and I think you've put a lot of work into making dynamic environments and also vertical environments for combat. Is that right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, especially. I mean, I like RPG games but when you have to choose stats, it's just like, I'm so bad at it.
Or darkness spells, and also sometimes flying around, levitating. So we've put a huge effort in simulating a cubic world made of cubes, like Minecraft somehow, which allows us to have all these different motion mode and also lighting simulation, depriving the enemy of his senses. Even some enemies are afraid of light and it can be used as a weapon. So really, the environment it's useful. You can shove enemies from a platform. You can knock them down. You have lots of options, and it's not only using a longsword or firing a fireball. It's really a very deep turn-based, cell-based game that we built.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you can sort of knock enemies around the environment. Certain parts of the environment can be destroyed, so it seems like you're going to have a lot of options, different ways to approach combat.
And you have
scenarios.
interactions when you cast a burning hand spell. You're going to light torches, or you can have stuff which explodes, etc. So there's a lot of interaction between you, monsters, objects in the game, in exploration as well as in combat as well.
So the 4 characters that you create at the beginning of the game, are they in your party the entire time? So it's not a situation where as you travel around, you're meeting new people who are joining your party?
No, it's your party. So again, I want to reconvey the feeling of tabletop, where you have this party of 4 characters interact together, doing the full adventure together. So if one of them dies, obviously you'll have to find a way to revive him or her. And there's lots of options to do that, but you cannot change the character because it's his or her adventure, and he has to stay with the team the full game.
Sure. So as you were mentioning, Wizards of the Coast granted you the license to use the D&D 5.1 rule set. Is that unusual? I guess I can't think of a lot of other examples of video games that are using the official rule set.
Actually, I don't know. To my knowledge, we're the only one, but I'm not sure about that. So it's a great opportunity because the SRD, the System Reference Document, it's a huge PDF file of 400 pages with all the classes, spells, races, magical item, monster. It's huge. Of course, you don't have the copyright content like the universes or the heroes, but it's still a huge content.
Yeah.
And
So what
very
are we seeing
familiar to
here?
what people are used to. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Are we seeing some sort of exploration here?
Okay, so
Yes, so exploration
Boast, is this a game for you, or are you like, no, wait?
No, not anymore. I think before I used to get into something like this. I played a lot of XCOM back then, but it just takes too much like thinking. You know, it just takes too much management for me now. I think before I would have been into it, but these days I want something that is just a little bit more action and less thinking.
Yeah.
You are completely free to create the party you want, and it's actually a treat for us because if the player wants to make 4 halfling fighters for the whole game, he can. It's not the best thing he or she could do, but it's a possibility. So
That's the part of RP, that's why I indicate you don't like RP. Imagine you need to write 2 pages backstory for your character, then choose stats, backlore, pronounce, race in real life RPG sessions. Whoosh, yeah, that's not me.
Play the game, you will have different dialogue lines or interactions with your party.
This is a game for everyone that enjoy real life RPG sessions.
Well, I enjoy real life RPG sessions, but I would rather just do that in real life.
on the walls. So obviously this is about for the monsters, but when you find some high level spells like spider climb, you can do that yourself, so it's very cool.
I think similar to card games as well.
Mathematics to do that, but it's super fun, and if you hit someone, it's going to fall from the wall. So there's lots of interactions.
Well, Seek is fan of this.
Fun stuff going on because we went, I don't know, maybe like 95% in implementing the rules. Not because we're fanatics, but just because it makes a more fun game.
So the demo will be available via the Steam Festival.
Yes.
And so what does the demo include?
So the demo includes...
if you can't do it in real life, then
all the options
it's definitely an option.
So you can play around.
But you can also, there's platforms to play D&D, for example, online.
So I hope it's going to appeal to all the fans. And on top of that, we also are rebooting the Kickstarter demo, which we proposed a few months ago, except it's going to have the new gameplay, new game mechanics and art and stuff. So it's almost another game, and people can show our progress and see what the game can offer. So we have both the character creation and, again, 1 hour of gameplay to check out.
Very cool. Well, I can't wait to check out the demo. Thank you so much, Matthew. Celeste, Crown of the Magister looks very cool, and we look forward to learning more in the future.
So these are the ruins of Telema?
Imagine the wonders that await us inside.
Welcome back to check out this game on IGN's Summer of Gaming,
that's Tom.
highlighting exciting under-the-radar games worth your attention. This next one is called Dead Static Drive, a survival adventure game about driving, scavenging, and fighting your way through a world full of nightmarish monsters. Here's some exclusive new gameplay.
This isn't on the list, Tom.
Tom, follow the script, man.
Yeah.
Oh, worms.
This I could get into.
It's like the movie with all the sandworms.
Dune?
No. That's a movie where it's a little country village.
Oh, it's Tremor?
No, isn't it
Something
actually
like
just
that?
called Sandworms? Sandworms 1, 2, and 3?
Well, maybe in in the translation. So, but I think it's called like Tremor or Tremors.
Oh, it's actually deer people he has to kill.
Uh-oh. In Denmark, it's called Ormen.
Worm. Okay, yeah, that basically just means worm.
Yeah, it's called Tremors. Maybe it's the same.
Tremors, hold on. How do you spell that? Tremors.
MORS.
Ah, okay. Tremors.
You just watched an interview on Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and then Tom told us all about Dead Static Drive. Later on, we've got Destroy All Humans gameplay and an exclusive week-early hands-on with SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom, Rehydrated, very long title, another speedrun charity drive with the original SpongeBob game, Tony Hawk, the actual skater, and much, much more. Right now, Miranda Sanchez is going to tell us all about Scarlet Nexus, along with one of the game's developers, so hold on to your brains, because the others are coming. And here's Miranda to explain whatever that means.
Here to talk about Scarlet Nexus with me is game director Kenji Anabuki, producer Keita Izuka, and translator Yuji Moria. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Translator.
はい、今日はインタビューよろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
Thank you guys for so much. So let's go ahead and get started. This is a super exciting property. Next Gen is on the front of everyone's mind, especially mine. Like, we are so excited. And we're so excited to see more of Scarlet Nexus. So first things, let's hit it off with, what were the most exciting things to develop for Scarlet Nexus with Next Gen power in mind? Whether it were gameplay or features or just the graphics, what was the most exciting thing when you're ever developing Scarlet Nexus?
スカーレット・ネクサス、みんな楽しみにしてて、まあ、次世代コンソールも出る中
Good night, guys. I can't stay up more. See you, Tuan Chan. Nice to have you on the stream, man.
において、まあ、次世代コンソールに向けた開発になったと思うんですけど、その、過程の中でなんか一番エキサイティングだったこととか、一番楽しかったこと。
Is this the new horror
次
game?
世代コンソールのに向けた開発が
Oh no,
何が
that's
一番
not the horror
楽しか
game.
ったでしょうかっていう質問です。
そうですね、今回新規タイトルとして
That's a horror for some people.
スカーレット・ネクサス開発していく中でですね、やっぱりその次のハード、世代のハードに合わせてやっぱり展開していけるっていうのは、非常にやっぱり我々としても、楽しみでありました。今まさにその、開発中ではいますけれども、やっぱりそのハードの性能を生かした形でより良いこの、RPG としての体験ですね、を提供していけるんじゃないかなと思っています。
Yeah, so we're very, very excited to be developing for this new, hardware.
So you are
specs and everything.
fighting
And yeah, I think we'll be able to bring a new
flower
sort of experience
monsters?
of RPGs with this new console and hardware.
I feel good because I
What
understand
are some of like
what
the most
is
exciting
going on
features that you
partially.
think will
Now this is
elevate
Scarlet
RPGs
Nexus
with
and
this
Anime
new
Soul. Oh, okay.
具体的になんかどういった
Hey Spitz, welcome to the stream.
フィーチャーとか見どころがありますでしょうか。この新しい、ハードがあるからこその、なんか表現というか体験っていうのはどこにあるんでしょうか。
やっぱりその、今回その、グラフィックの面でもですね、このアニメスタイルでありながら、
高解像度で、作っていってますので、僕はこのキャラクター表現ですとか、あとはもう単純にやはり場面の移り変わりっていうのをシームレスに体験していただけるんじゃないかなと思いますので、そういったところで、この RPG としてのストーリーへの没入感ですね、そういったところが非常に強化されてくるんじゃないかなと思います。
Yeah, so I think definitely the enhanced graphics will be something that will enhance the experience of the RPG, especially with this particular game.
Is this a
it has
new
that
game or
sort
is it a
of
remake?
anime-style artwork to it, so it'll be really
I have no
interesting
idea.
to see how that will play out in the new hardware. We also are
Gonna
looking
search for
forward
it.
to a lot of
Scarlet
seamless
Nexus.
changes between scenes and cutscenes, and we're also looking forward to just the more
It looks like it's a new game that's gonna release on
the
PlayStation 5.
intensity and what's the word I'm looking for? Like, what's the word? I'm sorry. Yeah, I forget. But yeah, it's the experience will be more, realistic.
Well, too bad
more deep
there was no Corepunk gameplay yet. Looks like
So
I'll have to
Scarlet
wait
Nexus
for
will
your
be
video
available
about it.
for the current
Have a
generation
good
of
stream,
consoles for the
Dvalin.
Xbox
Thank you,
One and
Mr. Mushroom,
PS4,
for tuning in, man.
but also for next gen.
Yeah.
So both those versions
See my
differ in a
video
certain way,
later when it comes.
or in a significantly, I guess.
今回その現コンソール、PS4 と PS5 両方ともリリースっていう
By who is that second person with you? Well, you can see the title for this. It's Boast, and he's the person who's behind the Corecast, the Corepunk podcast. And I've been, you can see he's writing the chat. I've been I've been guesting some of the episodes. You can find the podcast here if you want.
それに合わせた形で、最適な形で楽しんでいただけるというところを目指して作っていってます。
Oh, sorry. The word I forgot in the previous bit was immersion. Sorry about that. Immersiveness.
Boast on Discord, Dragom, he says there's like 2 or 3 games left after this one.
The same experience in terms of the game, but we imagine that the PS5 will come with its own sort of unique services.
Oh, okay, you muted.
I think the difference will come in that regard. The interaction between the different within the new PS5 features and services.
Recompile.
Okay, well, I definitely can't wait to hear what those are eventually.
I think we already saw Forgotten City.
Anabuki-san, so I have a question just for you.
Destroy All Humans.
The great games from the Tales series.
And then there's 2 unannounced game reveals.
Share with those.
And then there's this Tony Hawk section. And then there's supposedly one other section with Tom. So, yeah.
We definitely need Tom on the next Corepunk podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be too big time for us right now. Give it some time.
Peter, oh my god, I can't wait for Corepunk. Me too, me too. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, so this game itself, Scarlet Nexus, has no real connections.
Maybe they saved the best for last.
RPG series.
Perhaps.
The staff members are there, so I guess the spirit of the Tales is there, but in terms of the story or any of the world settings have no relation to each other.
Got it. So I read that this is a fast-paced action game, but there's a strategic.
Dude, I'm getting hyped,
Can you
man.
explain that a little bit?
Getting hyped.
このゲームすごい
I really wasn't like hyped leading up to it just because I didn't want to, I don't know, build up some expectations that wouldn't be met. But I'm getting excited now.
Definitely. It's 100% going to be 15 minutes of gameplay.
もちろんアクションゲームとしてこだわりを持って作ってます。テイルズオブの開発のノウハウを活かしながら簡単操作でかつ誰でも爽快感が得られるようなアクションになっております。かつ各回に対していろんな超能力を使いながら攻略できるってところには こだわりを持って作らせていただいております。
Yeah, so we did put a lot of emphasis, as you mentioned, in the sort of action elements of the game, and the staff at, the guys who
Too
worked on
many
Tales,
people on Corepunk Discord too.
using the experience that they've learned.
Yeah, I think they all hyped on the Corepunk Discord.
Into developing something that is very simple yet, it really feels good. It feels crisp and intuitive in terms of the action controls. But the strategic side will come mainly in battling what's called the others in the game. So these are the main enemies that you will encounter in the game.
今回トレーラーとかではですね、今回トレーラーとかでは、この念力を使ったアクションっていうのは少し。
I actually thought when you were a game developer you would, like learn English, but I guess when you're from China or Japan you don't learn English.
これからちょっといろいろバリエーションをお見せしていければなと思いますので、そういったところを使いこなして敵をどんどん倒していくというところを楽しんでいただけるんじゃないかなと思います。
And then Izuka-san just added that in the trailer, there's a feature of you'll see a lot of psychokinesis and psionic abilities taking place, and that would be a big part of the action and strategy of the game. So that's something that we look forward to sharing more information as the time goes by.
Yeah, that trailer was super cool. I saw him about ready to swing a train at some enemies. That looked very neat, and I'm excited to see that in action. So when can we expect to see more of Scarlet Nexus?
これからスカーレット・ネクサスに関しての情報の展開なんですけど、これからまた次はいつ頃新情報。
But how do they program things? Yeah, I guess when they program it's still in... I don't know, can they program in C# or programs like that in Chinese? That's probably a question for you, Boast.
Fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Thank you guys all so much for coming in and having this interview.
Thank you, Boast. 今日はどうもありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございました。
Okay, now is the time. Now is the time.
We'll be back after a quick break with some
Oh my God.
exclusive gameplay for
Quick
side-scrolling
break.
Sword Fighter. Shing! Don't forget, the ad break is a great time to donate to the COVID-19 response fund and the Bail Project All Summer of Gaming
Boast, are you there?
at donate.ign.com or by following the links.
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
All donations go to combat.
Yeah, there's to answer that question, there's a really good video on YouTube. I can link it if I can link. It's basically a day in the life of a Japanese game programmer, and this goes into this kind of stuff. So.
Make sure to follow IGN on TikTok and search IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag for exclusive bonus content and to join the conversation. That's all the stuff we're going to tell you to do right now. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
No, but it's whatever the language was written in. Nah, they program it in English. Yes, they do program it in English. They make comment in local language. Damn. But they treat it as a bit different than English speakers do.
And by Fuser, who will be partying with us all summer long.
News, games, and more is IGN's live news show every day of the week that covers all the day's news about games, movies, comics, and of course more. This is our daily live show that takes a rotating cast of IGN talent, going over all the latest news of the day while taking live questions and comments from chat. We're live every Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us on Mixer.com/IGN, YouTube.com/IGN, and
Carsten Nielsen. Sorry, I tagged the wrong person. Okay, I was like saying he haven't said anything, have he? Oh yeah, he said he joined the Discord server. Thanks, man. It's kind of like when you play a computer game, when you develop a vocabulary related to the game, and then mix it with the language of your choice.
Facebook, TikTok, and Snapchat.
Everybody loves watching a
Yeah,
speedrun of
and
their
that's the difference though between writing a programming language and conversational
That's exactly what
language.
happens in every episode of Game Devs React to speedruns.
Oh my god!
We invite you to ride along with the developers as they react to, question, and enjoy some of the most skilled players exploiting and speeding through a game it took years of their life to create. Join us every Saturday for a new episode.
The next generation of video gaming is on the horizon, and IGN is here to bring you the latest PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X news and analysis in our new weekly show, Next Gen Console Watch 2020. We'll bring on the experts to discuss and analyze all the latest developments around these new consoles. From frame rates, services, features, peripherals, and even all the new tech jargon, Next Gen Console Watch 2020 will keep you up to speed on everything leading up to the next generation.
Oh, by the way, have you seen the game Godfall?
Godfall.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
It looks
I watched,
so
I think it was in the Guerrilla Collective, maybe. I don't know.
As promised, we are back with more
The break is put on.
on IGN Summer of Gaming, and we're talking all about Shing. What is Shing? Well, it's a demon slashing beat 'em up, and the sound my blade makes when it thirsts for blood.
You're looking
Right now,
forward
we're
to
talking
it,
about
Godfall?
beat 'em up. How
Yeah,
does Shing play?
definitely.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
It looks so
Actually,
cool.
there's probably a few ways, but here's the one we chose: exclusive gameplay footage.
What's the game you talk about? A turn-based
Hi
combat
guys,
game.
Greg from
Nee.
Mass Creation here to give you a short
Oh,
gameplay
that's-
breakdown of our
ah.
upcoming game, Shing. At first glance, Shing seems like an old-school arcade beat 'em up, and well, that was the idea. But as huge fans of the genre, we played and tinkered with the formula and created a beat 'em up that's faster, more reactive, gives you a wide range of attacks, defensive moves, and buffs. Seems complicated? Well,
No, Crystal
it's
Jagger. Not
thanks
not
to a
yet.
unique
Not yet.
control scheme. In Shing,
We're still
perform
waiting.
attacks with flicks and spins of the right analog stick. Yeah, that's right, the right stick. As you move the stick, your characters perform attacks that mimic that movement, giving you instant access to all sorts of attacks. From angled slashes, uppercuts,
So is
and
this a game for
sweeps
your
to
Boast?
aerial combos, drop attacks and special moves.
Yeah, on like a casual level for
Using
sure.
the D-pad, you can switch characters at any time.
But if you look at the top, you can see it says press to join, so you can actually play multiplayer.
Four player, yeah.
As well, so we can exchange
Yeah, this is, it's like you said at the beginning, it's sort of your like traditional old school beat 'em up.
Back to switching.
Like Double Dragon or
to extend combos, revive fallen
like that.
characters, or conserve buffs for later use.
I think it's fun.
Buffs. You've probably noticed that some enemies drop glowing orbs when they die. Buffs or power-ups give you all kinds of extra abilities, both passive and active.
I like when taking like a old school genre and putting a more modern spin on it. It's cool.
All kinds of enemy skills. Talking about skilled enemies, here's a perfect example. Fencer will punish players who are too passive or too predictable. To break his guard, you need to mix up your attacks, quickly react to his counterattacks, and respect the rules of one-on-one duel, because he will punish anyone who tries to interfere. Throughout your
Ooh,
adventure,
juggling.
you will encounter all kinds of enemies with different skills, each with multiple ways to defeat them. It's a perfect opportunity to talk about something that almost never exists in beat 'em ups: defense. Best defense is good offense. Doesn't always apply in Shing. Sometimes the best offense is good defense. You can block and parry incoming attacks. Blocking is easier.
Did you ever play Brawlhalla?
Oh, oh yeah, so much.
Requires good timing, but a successful parry
I
will
really
negate
like
all
that game.
damage and unleash a powerful
Me too.
counterattack. Or
I just hate they don't have cross-save.
arrows or grenades, a parry will send them
okay.
back to where they came from. Those return projectiles can deal extra
You're playing it
damage
on
to
different
break shields
platforms?
or send whole groups of
Yeah,
enemies
let me
flying,
just put
opening
this
them
music
up
a
for
bit
juggling
down.
combos. And all that
Yeah, I like to play it on my PC, my Nintendo Switch. So every time I switch between them, it's I have to like get the same characters. I don't have the same skins, all that.
Yeah, yeah,
And
fair enough.
And it's like every game now in the world, they have cross save when it's console and PC. So Brawlhalla is just like, yeah.
Especially for a game like this, where it's it can be really grindy to get stuff or expensive.
Exactly. And even the new League of Legends that's coming for console and mobile is gonna have cross save.
Ah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to that game as well.
Yeah, and it's probably coming on a Nintendo Switch too, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing it in the couch on my Nintendo.
Yeah. Sick. We'll have to get some Switch friend codes going on.
Oh yeah, we're not friends on the Switch.
No, it's shameful.
Before that, let's take a short detour. Throughout the stages, you will encounter all sorts of interactive doors. These will take you to optional challenge rooms, which will test your skills in various
Hey Diana,
hard
welcome to the stream.
Or they might lead to so-called lore rooms, where you can spend some time with the characters and get to know them better or learn something about the world they live in. And the boss. Shing's stage bosses are the summary of the level. Like an exam at the end of the school year. They test everything you've learned so far, and each one is unique. So, if you're looking for a fast-paced, intense beat-em-up action,
Oh, that's a
play
boss
solo
fight?
or with friends, Shing is your game. Thanks for watching. Greg signing off.
Do you remember what you called on Nintendo?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm sitting with my Nintendo now, but I wanted to add you.
Oh no, I don't. I mean, I'm
You're
called
watching
Boast,
IGN
but
Summer of Gaming. Later on, we've got a SpongeBob stream and a look into
I don't know if
Xbox
that's
Smart Delivery,
searchable.
plus an interview with Tony Hawk at the end of the day. But right now, some info on the Forgotten City.
The Forgotten City started out as a Skyrim mod before becoming so popular that the developers decided to spin it off as a brand new game of its own. Here's Max and one of the developers to take a tour of the Forgotten City.
Okay, so we've had Scarlet Nexus, SpongeBob, Solasta, Shing, New World.
The Forgotten City began
now Forgotten
as a
City, Fight
Skyrim
Crab.
mod, which won
So we
awards and
have
was
2
downloaded
left on
millions
this
of
list.
times,
Destroy
and
all
now it's
humans
becoming a standalone game.
and
Here to tell us about it,
recompile.
Yeah, and I think we also have to watch the SpongeBob stream.
Going just fine. The Forgotten City has been in the works for quite some time. It's
If we have to watch SpongeBob again, I take back everything I said about SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm afraid we have to watch this charity stream. Yeah. Have they removed Corepunk on the schedule? No,
Not in the description.
It's still in the description, yeah.
I think they're just showing little bits of the schedule when they show that on the screen.
Give us a little bit of a kind of a guide or an idea of what the gameplay is like. Is it predominantly just sort of talking to people, or is it solving puzzles? Is there any combat?
Sure. So there's all of that. So predominantly it's a murder mystery. So the player will be doing a lot of investigation and exploration and talking to people. The dialogue has lots of branching narrative and opportunities to roleplay. And then, of course, there are puzzle and combat elements as well, although certainly the focus is on investigation and exploration.
Now, obviously, a murder mystery has a certain amount of sort of twists and turns to it. Can you talk a little bit about how much the standalone game might differ from the mod for anybody who might have played the original and is...
I think that every
Did you stream also stuff?
Yeah. I got worried that my internet died again.
Yeah, and I got worried my died. Okay,
My
looks
heart
like...
stopped with the stream.
Me too. Okay, looks like IGN has problems.
It also has a new orchestral score, new professional voice acting, new animations, and new gameplay.
I'm gonna go on IGN's website and see if they maybe mis-uploaded the Corepunk video.
It just feels like a whole new game. So we've taken the best elements from the original and the best characters, and we've sort of just woven them into a wonderful new experience for people who
Oh, okay. 3 hours ago, they actually showed new content for Heroes of the Storm.
Now, this
I didn't
project
know
began
that.
as something that was pretty much just you and one other person. Is that right?
Oh, they showed a new
So
hero.
it was just me. Well, the mod was entirely my doing with the help of a composer and some voice actors. This time around, I've sort of built up the team a bit with the help of Film Victoria and Epic. So we've got a core team of 4 people. So yeah, the production values are, I think, much higher than the mod. Though we're still a very small team. We're just trying to punch above our weight with what we've got.
Can you speak a little bit about the historical accuracy? I feel like you've got an impressive bookshelf behind you. How much of how strictly rooted in ancient Rome is this, and how many liberties did you take?
It's a good question. So we have engaged the services of a wonderful historical consultant. I'm not quite ready to talk about him just yet, but I will say that he is an Oxford scholar. He teaches at Cambridge, and he has been wonderfully helpful in helping us try to create a really historically authentic world to the extent that that's allowed by the story. Obviously, there's
Literally the longest wait ever email. Yeah, probably never. Abax IGN said Corepunk in 20 minutes. Where did they say that?
The character backstories. We're aiming for historical authenticity.
Now, obviously, you have a lot of freedom when you're building something completely from the ground up, and it's not.
May don't know they showed new Heroes of Storm content.
Excited about being able to do and having the sort of the freedom to put into the game.
Just gonna mute this sound. Mado, they showed a new hero in Heroes of Storm. Gonna be that girl from Overwatch called May, I think she's called, the snowy girl. And then they showed a lot of new skins.
That's cool. I would definitely play May in Heroes of the Storm.
To think that making a new game as opposed to making a mod is a bit like building a house as opposed to putting an extension on an existing house. You just have there's so much more to do, and it requires an enormous amount of work, but at the same time you have much more creative freedom. And so yeah, one of the gameplay mechanics that we've built is around the golden rule. So I have to explain it a little bit. The backstory is that in the city, if anyone commits a sin, everybody dies. And so that was the case in the mod, was the case of the game. Although, and so in the game, what happens is that when somebody commits a sin, what happens is that rumbles when somebody commits a sin, booming voice, the earth rumbles, and a great booming voice bellows out, and the lighting changes, and all these golden statues come to life and start firing golden bows at people. And so what happens when a person is hit with a golden bow or a golden arrow is that gold sort of
gotta put this volume down. Oh, okay. Corepunk, they said in the chat. Corepunk in about 20. Did you hear that, Boast?
Yeah.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
When I said to my programmer that that's what I wanted to do, I really didn't think it was going to be possible, but he just looked at me and said, "Yeah, we can do that." And so yeah, it was done within a day. It's very cool.
That's awesome. Now we've seen a lot of people. The modding
I think IGN, they found out that all the views are actually Corepunk fans.
Dreams, for instance. Do you have any advice for people who are, getting their feet wet, building a game within another game, who might eventually want to break that out and create a game of their own separately? Do you have any tips from your experience you could pass on?
Good question. Look, I think. I'd say if you're serious about turning your idea into a standalone game, it is an extremely difficult path. I've been very fortunate in that I've had assistance from Film Victoria, a state government arts body, and also Epic. Epic gave us a grant which helped us going. When you're developing an indie game, it's a little bit like one of those levels of Mario where you're running along and the platform is disintegrating beneath you, and you've just got to keep going fast enough that you can kind of find safe ground. It's a lot like that, and Epic's funding, gave us the ground that we needed to get to where we are and eventually land a publishing deal. So look, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's extremely risky. but certainly from my perspective, it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done to make.
So I guess since Epic Games has put in money into this game, I guess it's made in Unreal Engine.
So if that's something.
No, not necessarily.
You should.
Huh.
You should do your best to act professionally from the very beginning.
But then it's probably gonna be Epic Store exclusive.
The modding community is a wonderful.
That's a possibility, I think.
But I think sometimes it can be.
Yeah, the games grant from them is pretty interesting.
I think if you are serious about turning your mod into a standalone.
So is the store though, because you can have games that are not made in Unreal on the Epic Games Store.
Yeah, take it from there.
Nice. Well, the good news is the end is in sight, and the Forgotten City is coming out very soon. Do you have a release date yet, or a window?
Yeah, so the window is winter 2020. It's coming to PC and Xbox.
Nick, thank you so much for the grand tour of the Forgotten City. We're all looking forward to checking it out in the near future. Thanks so much.
Complete strangers brought together by the fates to live out our days in a paradise we can never leave.
Lol. Streamlabs knew that we did 4 of these combos.
Welcome back to check out this game on IGN Summer of Gaming,
That's Tom.
highlighting exciting under-the-radar
Tom
games
again.
worth your attention. This next one is particularly exciting for me because it's basically what happens when you take a turn-based Earthbound-inspired RPG and somehow make that even weirder. Take a look at some exclusive gameplay of Knuckle Sandwich.
Knuckle Sandwich. So Boast, this is basically like a Pokemon game?
No. This is like turn-based. Sort of like you're like
Like what you see? Then head on over to
Darkest
IGN.com or
Dungeon.
YouTube.com/IGN to watch the full extended version of this gameplay.
I guess the fighting. Similar to
Thanks for
Pokemon.
rocking with us here at IGN Summer of Gaming. Follow us on TikTok and search IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag. Watch us on channel IGN1 on your Samsung TV Plus. Leave us a yappa. Yap, yap, yap. Donate at donate.ign.com. All of that. And while you do, we'll keep things rolling. See, it was a joke. It was a joke with a payoff. With Recompile and an upcoming 3D Metroidvania with hints of Tron, Cyberpunk, and some classic platforming action thrown in. Damon got a chance to chat with one of the developers about it, so let's take a look.
Welcome back to IGN Summer of Gaming. I'm Damon Hatfield, and now I'm joined by Fee from Fee Games to talk about Recompile. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me. How's it going, Damon?
It's great.
Boast.
Cool.
I hope you realize that you're not gonna get any sleep tonight, because when they finally show the game, then all the developers are gonna be in the Discord chat answering questions.
Yeah, I can look at that on my phone though from the couch.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think I will also watch this, react on it with you, and then I'll probably go to bed, and then tomorrow I will have the whole day to do videos. because I mean I don't really feel like we are in a rush to create a new podcast and new videos, because next time we will see something is in a month or something like that. So we have like a month from now.
Sure.
We are almost immediately discovered by this sort of floating Death Star-ish orb. What can you tell us about that character?
That's basically the game's antagonist.
Gotcha.
It's called the Hypervisor, and so the Hypervisor essentially is it's a program that's created by humans, there to maintain the system, but it's been abandoned for decades. But because the time runs a lot faster inside a computer because of CPU cycles and stuff, obviously, the Hypervisor's kind of been left there alone for thousands of years, and so he's really surprised seeing you in the kind of shape of a human. Yeah.
So talk about our character. I think you've described it as the character is only made up of effects.
Yeah. So the character design, we never had a character designer when we first prototyped the game, but my business partner, he's a VFX artist and animator. So we decided, why not make a character just purely out of VFX and see what happens? And we did. And we posted it on Twitter, and it got 12,000 likes. And it was from that point we were like, okay, I guess we're making this game.
Yeah, well, it makes for a very unique looking character to control.
Thank you.
What's up with the sort of vibrating backgrounds? Is that just part to show us that? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's to show that part of the world is corrupted.
So, Boast, is this gonna be a game you're gonna buy?
No. The vibrating meshes, if you like, start to build up.
Good to be honest.
And collapse into the actual level geometry, and that's to kind of tell you like you're there to perhaps decorrupt the world, and it's a good way of showing where you've been and where you haven't.
Decrypt the world.
Interesting. So this being a Metroidvania game,
yes, it's not my thing.
Legally required to include double jump, and I think that's what we just received right here. Is that correct?
Yeah, there we go. So we have the typical Metroidvania abilities, but there's also a few unique ones in there as well, which we're really proud of.
I believe you said the inspiration for this world was.
I do like abstract games and abstract art.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't. I don't know. I like it when it's well done and beautifully done. And I don't feel that with this game.
And we want to recreate that in
it's kind of
in
dark
as well. One of the main mechanics
but
in the game is
maybe it's really early. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention at the beginning.
No, me too. Duske says it's Undertale plus Earthbound. Looks like.
Sort of the lights that are jumping around. That
Zendroid likes it. He approves of it at least.
As a system admin. Yeah, Pajama. We haven't seen Corepunk yet. It's in about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. So hype the chat. Yeah.
It's all connected via these logic gates, and that's what makes the world so hackable as well.
And it looks like we're getting another.
The vibrating stuff just looks like a bug to me.
There's a lot of platforming. There's a lot of verticality to this world, but it looks like we took a little bit of fall damage a few minutes ago. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's a good way of stopping the player from exploring too much too early on. But also the fall damage kind of scales as you progress through the game. So eventually, if you can imagine, you'll be able to explore the entire of the vertical world, depending on what abilities you have.
So now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. What do we need to know about this? It looks like, do we have infinite ammo?
Oh, so now it's a shooting game.
Kind of, footage there is infinite ammo, just to keep things simple. But there are kind of forms of currency or resources in the game that you collect.
I think he's playing on a console because else the camera doesn't make sense.
For other powerful abilities and ammo as well. So there will be some kind of resource management and choices to make there.
Interesting. Are we actually looking at like the opening moments of the game?
So this is kind of a hybrid between what we think will be very similar to the opening of the game and a kind of a vertical slice that we like to show to kind of the public if they're interested in the game. It's also something that we would like to show at events as well. Obviously, physical events are few and far between these days, but this was originally the plan for it. Yeah.
And
terrible
shot.
Here,
looks like these flying devices were blocking somewhere we need to get to. Is that right?
Yeah, so they're sitting
5
on
minutes.
these kind of switches.
5 minutes.
So part of the kind of puzzle solving the game is you learn to not only activate a switch, but also to
Why didn't I
deactivate them
buy
as
a
well
candy
based on
to the puzzle day?
what logic is powering the circuit. So for this, for example,
This
there's
is what
3 switches and they
hacking
all
looks
need to
like in
be
real time.
pressed in order to gain the next ability, which you'll see here.
Let's see what ability this is. Oh, I think I know. I think we also saw some slowing down time. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that? But I haven't seen us
so,
get that ability.
No, it's just something that I like to include in videos because it looks nice. It shows off the combat really well. But we do have a time hack ability in the game, and that is
He's
allows the
100%
player
playing on
to-
console
to
based on his aim.
improve
Yeah,
the
100%.
precision on aiming as well as other kind of time-related puzzles as well.
I see. So yeah, that last power we got was the dash. So in like under 8 minutes, we've already gotten 3 new powers here. But I think, as you were saying, this is sort of a truncated demo, right? The actual game won't move quite this quickly.
No, I mean it's a full Metroidvania game. There's some real pacing to it, so we wouldn't get 10 abilities in 10 minutes.
I
but
think we're gonna
for-
see the
for this,
Corepunk after
for
this one.
demonstration today, I just wanted to show how cool some of the abilities look and how fun to play. The dash actually you can use for combat as well. So if you kind of dash.
Yeah, on this list, the only other thing is destroy all
I think you
humans.
said before, you want to be the first
And
ever
Corepunk.
Metroidvania that has branching narrative. Can you speak to that?
After the Corepunk reveal, are you gonna go to bed then, or are you gonna see the show to the end?
Pretty linear in the way that you have to.
I'm not gonna go to sleep right away, but
So we wanted to support like.
I don't think I'll sit here and watch to the end.
Or hacking, and the depending on which abilities that you choose to get gives you options on what route to take throughout the world, and then ultimately that will give the player a reason to change the narrative of the game as well. So the idea of Recompile is you're there to help create the first sentient AI, but what kind of AI
2
you
minutes
create
more, 2
depends on
minutes.
how you play. So if you're an aggressive player,
Something like that.
you can imagine what kind of AI you would be creating at the end.
Well, I think Recompile looks really cool. I can't wait to play it. What is the release plan?
So we are currently in the final stages of polishing and fixing bugs, and then
Wishlist
we are planning
on
to
Steam.
release the game on PC and Steam at the end of the year, holiday season, and we're also looking at opportunities with next-gen consoles as well. But we currently don't have anything to announce today.
Gotcha. Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today for IGN Summer of Gaming. Recompile looks awesome.
Thank you very much, and
Juan,
yeah, thanks for having
Juan Pablo, I think it's coming now.
That was Recompile, and now our producer is asking us to use that as a segue to recompile our social and charity information. I'm very sorry. Here goes. Don't forget, you can follow IGN on TikTok and search IGN Summer of Gaming hashtag for exclusive bonus content and
Did
to
he
upload
say
your
it
own
was a break again?
gameplay clips.
And all Summer of Gaming long, we're asking you to donate to the World Health Organization and Bail Project by following the links in the video description. By donating, you'll have a chance to win codes for games like
I didn't hear what he said. Did he say break?
Just this break for this.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the money in the top hasn't really been moving?
Now it's time for a quick break, but when we return, we've got a whole bunch of games from Humble Bundle and exclusive gameplay from Corepunk, plus more from SpongeBob later on.
Oh, he said Corepunk. He said Corepunk.
Finally.
So last commercial break, and then we have Corepunk. Simone, the Corepunk is first after the commercial break we are watching right now.
Everybody loves watching a speed run of their favorite game.
At least they say Corepunk name finally. Yep. After the break. I heard Corepunk, I smile.
We invite you to ride along with the developers as they react to, question, and enjoy some of the most skilled players exploiting and speeding through a game that can take years of their life to create.
Boast, do you think Eugene and Irina are both a bit
Yeah.
stressed?
Yeah, they gotta be on the edge of their seat right now. For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine how this is for us right now. I mean, it's like
10 times
times.
worse.
Yeah, yeah.
And Eugene, he said they are having a party today, all the co-workers.
That's awesome.
He wrote that on. I'm pretty sure he wrote it on the Discord channel yesterday. But I think they are done because I mean, in Ukraine, I think they're 2 hours ahead of us. Time in Ukraine. Yeah, it's right now. They are 1 hour ahead of us, so it's pretty late for them.
Yeah, but it's a big night.
True. Okay. Damn it, I thought it was now. I've never ever waited for a game this much. Ali Mesh, I actually Guild Wars 2, when that was announced first time, I was waiting for like a year, 2 years, and I was so hyped. I was so hyped so I couldn't even sleep.
youtube.com/IGN, and twitch.tv/IGN. See you there.
Is it now? Is it now?
Welcome back. A little later, we'll have a SpongeBob Rehydrated Let's Play, but next up, here's the latest from our pals over at Humble Bundle, plus never-before-seen gameplay from Corepunk, a promising new top-down MMORPG.
Humble Bundle. Yeah, just putting down the volume, it's just music. Any interesting game here, Boast?
I wasn't really watching. I don't care anymore.
I'm not even sure what we're watching. Humble Bundle something?
Yeah, it's just the games.
Is it games you can get for free in Humble Bundle, or how does it work?
No, you usually you pay like a suggested price or like a match your own price or whatever you want to do, and then you get some games from it, and then the proceeds usually go to like a good cause. But they also started developing their own games, and I think publishing their own games. So.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean I haven't really seen these before, so they might be developed by themselves. Oh, I like the graphic in this one.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Are you gonna get a new PlayStation or Xbox, or are you only PC?
Oh, I definitely will get a new console.
Have you thought about which one?
I'm gonna get a PS5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had both the last gen. But I don't think I would do that again this time.
No, but it's also like, if you have a PC Windows, then you can play all the same games Xbox is gonna have.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
So
it's true.
Yeah. Right now I have the newest PlayStation and Xbox, but I'm thinking about selling them because I've never really used them. But if you pay $10 to $15, you have 5 to 10 games. You can have some AAA games. It's usually worth $150 to $200.
Yeah, Humble Bundle he's talking about.
Yeah.
Or
do you get all the games, or is it like a chance?
No, it's usually like certain offers at a time.
Okay.
As far as I remember, they might have a store as well that you can just go buy from, but.
Some very fancy music.
Talking with us, so let's start with the most basic of basic questions. What is Corepunk? What is this game you guys are working on?
In a nutshell, Corepunk is a top-down MMORPG in a vast, seamless open world with fog of war.
Yes.
Joined today by Eugene Kyver. Thanks for talking with us. So let's start with the most basic of basic questions. What is Corepunk? What is this game you guys are working on?
In a nutshell, Corepunk is a top-down MMORPG in a vast, seamless open world.
He's talking to Tom, man. He's made it.
Like initially, we thought we really wanted to have this experience of playing with Fog of War in an open world, and we weren't able to find it any other place, so we decided to build this game.
And this is like a traditional MMO, right? Like this will be a large explorable world.
Lately, there's a lot of instance-based games and session-based games, and there's not a lot of like classic MMOs. I mean, where you can meet thousands of people on persistent world. So yeah, that's pretty traditional MMO RPG.
And you mentioned it already, but this was something I did want to talk about, which was the Fog of War specifically. You know, Fog of War is something we usually see in stuff like RTSs, that sort of thing, not really like MMO. Why was it important to you to include this? Why did you want to see an MMO with Fog of War like this? And kind of what does it bring to Corepunk?
Well, it creates a lot of these encounters that you would not expect to get in a game where you see like 4 kilometers in front of you. You don't know what will.
Oh my god,
what
that's
awaits
Dragon.
you,
That is
in the next
Dragon.
corner. Like what will happen? You can meet a foe. You can get into the fight because we have this open world PvP. So you
That's
can
great.
get attacked anywhere in the world, or you can create these ambushes on other people, or you can meet a friend who you can meet someone in the forest. You chat to him and become friends for a very long time. You don't know what awaits to you.
And let's talk about some of those environments that you'll be discovering under Fog of War too, because you just mentioned one is like something I noticed back when your gameplay reveal trailer back in December, I believe it was. There's a ton of visual variety in this game. You know, it's one moment you're looking at like steampunk style trains, another moment you're in like a neon cyberpunk city, and then another you're in more of a traditional, you know, fantasy based MMO forest fighting creatures. So like, what are some of the themes you'll see in Corepunk?
Yeah, actually, the trailer was kind of packed with all these environments. So yeah, in an actual game, they are much more spread out.
They changed the health bar.
World, but yeah, there's 4 basic cultures and themes we wanted to see in Corepunk. That's monopunk, which like fantasy basically. This cyberpunk, steampunk, and post-apocalyptic dieselpunk. So, but there are cities of these cultures are really like far apart, so you would not, they're not be like blended in one city, but there's kind of eclectic. There's a lot of mix of cultures in a game.
And that was like an explicit goal, was to sort of focus around. I mean, I know the name is Corepunk, so it was really to kind of go around these different sort of punky ideas.
Yeah, at some point we just realized that there's a lot of punk styles in a game, and this world of Corepunk, its lore is that it is like a cradle of life, and basically it's just a core for everything. So we decided to just call it Corepunk.
And switching to the actual meat of the game, the actual things like combat, classes, how does Corepunk handle sort of the more like a traditional MMO class system, something like that?
We have 4 archetypes. Those are tank, heal, damage dealer, and support. Support is getting much more attention lately in session-based games, so we're fans of that archetype too, so we decided to add this class. And in terms of how you would select your class, we have 12 heroes and 6 that we are focusing on to bring into closed beta. And each hero has 3 weapon masteries, and basically each weapon mastery is your class. So yeah, you have that's how it works.
So there's 12 heroes, each with 3 weapon masteries. So that's a lot of kind of choice in sort of how you decide to bring your character.
Yes, that's a lot. But like, for example, you can be like, not all classes are in one character, right? There's just only 3 weapon masters, but basically kind of weapon you can use with that hero, and you can.
See, there's a separate PvP tab in there.
And upgrade them. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
There's a lot of like distinct fighting styles in a game with that many characters and 3 masteries each. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, if there's like a healing archetype and a support archetype, how do the 2 differ? Because a lot of times those 2 are sort of interchangeably used.
Yeah, but support is more about controls, helping people, and like if you're in a raid, your primary goal is to heal, but support can stop someone, can help you, so it's just more diversity is more diverse. Yeah,
a lot more utility, more than just straight up keeping people alive. Cool.
Yeah.
What about the combat specifically too? Because in some of the gameplay you've already shown off, and it's you've got a lot of like big red circles that you have to dodge out of the way of, that sort of thing. It seems very action packed, very kind of dynamic, rather than just right click and take your hands off of the controls and be done.
Yeah, like in a lot of MMOs, you get to the cap level and you're not interested in an open world anymore. So there's just mobs that are staying like at some spots, and you just hit everything you have, like spawn all your abilities, and you kill them. And we really wanted to make this part of the game interesting to higher level players. So each camp, it consists of different mobs, and they get rearranged each time you kill them off. So they actually work together. Some of them keep distance to like range type. Some of them will heal other parts of that camp. So they're help and they cooperate. And you have to move. And we really wanted to make it like a part of the game because it's much more interesting.
And so that also sounds like enemy variety is kind of, or enemy variety and also enemy behavior is pretty important in that. Can you tell me a little bit kind of how you're tackling enemies and the things you'll actually be going up against?
Some enemies can have different abilities every time they're spawned. So like, for example, a zombie, for example, it can, after you kill him, it will explode, for example, and you did not expected that from
the quest is read it up.
Some will use like for example freeze you and they'll
drag him just destroying his stuff.
Mobs to
classic
while you're frozen. So
he's totally silent on Discord.
Different every time. You usually don't know what you have to adjust your tactics every time. Every time you meet a camp, you need to think about whether you have to. How would you approach it?
And what about? I know this is early since you guys aren't even in beta yet, so it's sort of maybe jumping the gun a little bit to talk about this. But you mentioned sort of like in some other MMOs these mobs just sort of like being there for high level players. What do you guys imagine the end game of Corepunk looks like? Are you gonna have these giant raids? Are you gonna expect people to go into PvP? How do you hope for like dedicated players to be engaging with it for a long time?
Yeah, that's actually a problem for a lot of.
Oh, look at that! Flipping the switch.
They have
you get the platform to go.
Too little, basically, of high-end content. Basically, 40% of our game is for you to get to the cap level, and after that, 60% of the game is high-level content.
I love that.
And it's open world. It's like vast wilderness where you can find like rare monsters, rare world bosses. That's dungeons.
I want that hoodie.
Randomly generated.
That's in the Dvalin colors, man.
There's also raids and
you are correct.
Arenas,
I didn't even think about that.
Just plenty of things to do, basically.
Well, great, Eugene. Thank you so much for joining us, telling us all about Corepunk. It was a pleasure to have you on. We are nearing the end of our 4th IGN Expo, but there's plenty of great Summer of Gaming content to come. Today alone, we'll have a special Xbox One X update and an exclusive SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated Let's Play.
Not to mention our Animal Crossing charity stream tomorrow, where
Damn.
Al Brian Altano will be touring a bunch of celebrity
Okay, down.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. You can catch it.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna mute the IGN now.
Yeah.
Did you expect that?
No. No, I also thought it would be separate because in the list it says exclusive gameplay and interview, whereas the ones where they were talking over the gameplay said exclusive gameplay interview, not and interview. So I thought they would be separate first of all. So I thought we would get the gameplay and get to really focus on that. That was actually part of the what was tough for me was I was distracted because I wanted to listen to what he said, but I wanted to focus on what was going on at the same time. So that was a bit tough to follow. So I was expecting it to be separate, show the gameplay, and then have the follow-up conversation. The gameplay, I thought it would be a bit more diverse, but that was just what my expectation was of it. I did like that we got to see some of the questing. We got to see a little puzzle, and we got to see just sort of an environment we hadn't really seen, and how the environment interacts with the players and how the players interact with the environment, and that was cool.
Yeah. Well, I think personally, the interview and the gameplay video is 2 different videos, but I just think IGN, they mix them together.
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
we might see, in 48 hours when Corepunk themselves is allowed to upload this and IGN doesn't have the rights to it anymore. I think we're gonna see more on the Corepunk's website, Corepunk's YouTube.
Yeah, maybe. I do like what he talked about as far as they were tired of seeing instanced maps and instance games. And that gives me a lot of hope that this is going to be a really cool sandbox to explore with like a lot of variety, a lot of depth, and a lot of areas to run around in.
Oh, okay. Irene just wrote on Discord that the full version is coming. They're waiting on IGN to publish it.
Cool.
Okay. Well, so now we know that some of the moderators have tried the game.
Not necessarily. I mean, you could be right, but they could have also just put the name in there as a shout out. But I don't know if that they would play with someone else's name. But it might be a shout out to them. But maybe you're right.
Could be. Let's just quickly see what the comment section has been saying. Done already from C. Corepunk MMORPG released sometimes in 2021. That's too late. Baibu says that's all. Adi Imash says that's it. Dennis Mora says no.
Yeah, I feel the sentiment in the chat. I agree with it 100%. He says 10 minutes of Dragum smashing chests and explaining why there's fog. But that said, though, like this is an IGN showcase. This isn't exactly content that's meant for us as core fans that are here from the beginning. This is to potentially, gain more interest in the game from more people. But I think maybe we expected that we would get something that was catered to us a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and then the full upload is gonna be for us.
Yeah, Legion, we know who Dragum is. In fact, Dragum, when he was a guest on our podcast, gave a shout out to you guys as who he could attributed the finding of Corepunk to. So we put you in the description of the episodes he's in. But yeah, that's what I thought was the shout out. No, not worried about it, just curious. Because if he did get to play, that's a pretty good secret he kept.
And Yang says, well, Corepunk needs to understand they are releasing a new genre of a game. If they don't capitalize on timing, someone will intercept them and make a game of that genre. Nah, I don't think anyone will, get in front of them unless League of Legends is coming with their MMORPG very soon, but I don't think we will see that. Oh, Legion Gaming says, yeah, I was just saying he didn't play it, no worries. But is that something you know, or is it just what you're guessing?
Yeah, I understand needing to get the game out before someone else makes it, but that's the risk you take every time you make a game. And you can't rush a game just because you're afraid that someone else might make it. You have to believe in your game and in your product. And I think they do believe in theirs. I think they really believe in what they're making. I think that's why some of us are so passionate about it.
Oh, okay, the interview is just uploaded. That's the interview. I just put it in the chat. It's only the interview, and they are talking while it's just a standard trailer in the background. I don't think Artificial Core are first though. There's a game called Albion Online. Yeah, but Albion Online doesn't really have much PvE on. Thanks guys, was a nice ride. See you soon. Thanks Midian for joining the stream, man. Think would have been nice to get some sort of ID when they looked so bright out of beta at least. True.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we talked about that at the beginning. I think we were all kind of hoping for a date, but just because we're hoping for it doesn't mean it's going to happen. But this is a fair point. I also wished we had some more information on a timeline or something. One thing that I really do appreciate that developers do is when they put together a roadmap for their development timeline. And this gives a really transparency to the community, and I think this is usually really appreciated, but maybe it's too early for that.
I think it would be nice. That's the re-upload of what we saw, but we're still waiting for the full gameplay. Definitely, yeah. There's no long gameplay. The long gameplay is coming. It's also coming. We're just waiting for it. We are waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it. Thanks for having me, Dvalin. Thanks for everyone in the chat hanging out, and those who joined up on my channel as well.
Well, thanks for staying here with me.
Yeah, you bet. It's always a pleasure.
Awesome. Well,
we'll have to do a follow-up once we've sort of processed all this.
Yeah.
And yeah, we see the follow-up, whatever that may be. And then we can have a recap. How's that sound?
Definitely.
Cool. All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe out there.
See you, Boast.
Later.
Kyver, thanks for talking with us. So let's start with the most basic of basic questions. What is Corepunk? What is this game you guys are working on?
In a nutshell.
So everyone, yeah, thanks for watching the stream. I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm gonna watch this interview, and after the interview I'll probably go to bed, but I'm gonna watch this interview. So stay. You can freely stay if you want and watch the interview with me also. We haven't seen the full interview. We only saw some of it. It's all gameplay. Oh, someone is writing to me. Okay, yeah, so Eugene, he's confirmed that we're gonna get 15 minutes of gameplay. Okay. So we're gonna get a 15-minute long gameplay video, but it's not up yet. So while we're waiting for it, let's just see this into you and let's hear what Eugene has to say.
Corepunk is a top-down MMORPG in a vast, seamless open world with fog of war. Like initially, we thought we really wanted to have this experience of playing with fog of war in an open world, and we weren't able to find it any other place, so we decided to build this game.
And this is like I'm enjoying a traditional MMO, right? Like this will be a large explorable world.
Lately, there's a lot of instance-based games and session-based games, and there's not a lot of like classic MMOs. I mean, where you can meet thousands of people on persistent world. So yeah, that's pretty traditional MMO RPG.
And you mentioned it already, but this was something I did want to talk about, which was the fog of war specifically. You know, fog of war is something we usually see in stuff like RTSs, that sort of thing, not really like MMO. Why was it important to you to include this? Why did you want to see an MMO with fog of war like this? And kind of what does it bring to Corepunk?
Well, it creates a lot of these encounters that you would not expect to get in a game where you see like 4 kilometers in front of you. You don't know what awaits you behind the next corner. Like what will happen? You can meet a foe. You can get into the fight because we have this open world PvP, so you can get attacked anywhere in the world, or you can create these ambushes on other people, or you can meet a friend who you can meet someone in the forest, you chat to him and become friends for a very long time. You don't know what awaits to you.
And let's talk about some of those environments that you'll be discovering under Fog of War too, because you just mentioned one is like something I noticed back when your gameplay reveal trailer back in December, I believe it was. There's a ton of visual variety in this game. You know, it's one moment you're looking at like steampunk style trains, another moment you're in like a neon cyberpunk city, and then another you're in more of a traditional, you know, fantasy based MMO forest fighting creatures. So like what are some of the themes you'll see in Corepunk?
Yeah, actually the trailer was kind of packed with all these environments. So yeah, in an actual game they are much more spread out all in the world. But yeah, there's 4 basic cultures and themes we wanted to see in Corepunk. That's monopunk, which like fantasy basically, this cyberpunk, steampunk, and post-apocalyptic dieselpunk. So, but there are cities of these cultures are really like far apart, so they're not be like blended in one city, but there's kind of eclectic. There's a lot of mix of cultures in a game.
And that was like an explicit goal, was to sort of focus around. I mean, I know the name is Corepunk, so it was really to kind of go around these different sort of punky ideas.
Yeah, at some point we just realized that there's a lot of punk styles in a game, and this world of Corepunk, its lore is that it is like a cradle of life, and basically it's just a core for everything. So we decided to just call it Corepunk.
And switching to the actual meat of the game, the actual things like combat, classes, how does Corepunk handle sort of the more like a traditional MMO class system, something like that?
We have 4 archetypes. Those are tank, heal, damage dealer, and support. Support is getting much more attention lately in session-based games, so we're fans of that archetype too, so we decided to add this class. And in terms of how you would select your class, we have 12 heroes and 6 that we are focusing on to bring into closed beta. And each hero has 3 weapon masteries, and basically each weapon mastery is your class. So yeah, you have that's how it works.
So there's 12 heroes, each with 3 weapon masteries. So that's a lot of kind of choice in sort of how you decide to bring your character.
Yes, that's a lot. But like, for example, you can be like, not all classes are in one character, right? There's just only 3 weapon masters, but basically kind of weapon you can use with that hero, and you can switch between them and upgrade them. Yeah, but there's a lot of like distinct fighting styles in a game with that many characters and 3 masteries each. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, if there's like a healing archetype and a support archetype, how do the two differ? Because a lot of times those two are sort of interchangeably used.
Yeah, but support is more about controls, helping people, and like, if you're in a raid, your primary goal is to heal, but support can stop someone, can help you, so it's just more diversity is more diverse. Yeah,
a lot more utility, more than just straight up keeping people alive. Cool.
Yeah.
What about the combat specifically too? Because in some of the gameplay you've already shown off, and it's you've got a lot of like big red circles that you have to dodge out of the way of, that sort of thing. It seems very action packed, very kind of dynamic, rather than just.
Is that that's the Crodori. He has a big picture of the Crodori. The 4 factions in the game. He has a big picture of the Crodori. That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm personally a fan of what was it called, Elenians, but still pretty cool.
Right click and take your hands off of the controls and be done.
Yeah, like in a lot of MMOs, you get to the cap level and you're not interested in an open world anymore. So there's just mobs that are staying like at some spots, and you just hit everything you have, like spawn all your abilities, and you kill them. And we really wanted to make this part of the game interesting to higher level players. So each camp, it consists of different mobs, and they get rearranged each time you kill them off. So they actually work together. Some of them keep distance to like range type. Some of them will heal other parts of that camp. So they're help and they cooperate, and you have to move, and we really wanted to make it like a part of the game because it's much more interesting.
And so that also sounds like enemy variety is kind of, or enemy variety and also enemy behavior is pretty important in that. Can you tell me a little bit kind of how you're tackling enemies and the things you'll actually be going up against?
Some enemies can have different abilities every time they're spawned. So like, for example, a zombie, for example, it can, after you kill him, it will explode, for example, and you did not expected that from him. So some will like use like for example, freeze you and they'll give levers to other like mobs to attack you while you're frozen. So they're different every time. You usually don't know what you have to adjust your tactics every time. Every time you meet a camp, you need to think about whether you have to. How would you approach it?
And what about, I know this is early since you guys aren't even in beta yet, so it's sort of maybe jumping the gun a little bit to talk about this, but you mentioned sort of like in some other MMOs, these mobs just sort of like being there for high level players. What do you guys imagine the end game of Corepunk looks like? Are you going to have these giant raids? Are you going to expect people to go into PvP? How do you hope for like dedicated players to be engaging with it for a long time?
Yeah, that's actually a problem for a lot of modern MMOs, that they have too much of too little, basically, of high-end content. Basically, 40% of our game is for you to get to the cap level, and after that, 60% of the game is high-level content, and it's open world. It's like vast wilderness where you can find like rare monsters, rare world bosses. That's dungeons, that's randomly generated dungeons and custom dungeons. There's also raids and arenas, battlegrounds, just plenty of things to do, basically.
Well, great. Eugene, thank you so much for joining us, telling us all about Corepunk. It was a pleasure to have you on.
Did he say custom dungeons?
I'm joined today.
Okay, what are you guys saying? So much gameplay. Dvalin, you look so sad. I love you. It's okay, we're getting food. No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. I'm not sad. Don't worry, I'm not sad. No, I mean I'm not sad or disappointed or anything at all. I just think maybe I expected something else, but it doesn't help that IGN doesn't upload the video ASAP. They're kind of drawing out the time, so it's kind of their own fault. And it would have been cool to see the interview first and then the gameplay video, instead of like. I think that's maybe why. That's maybe why I was a bit weird, because they cut it out a lot of the gameplay. It's fine, just be patient later in the day. I really need to get into beta. Yeah, I've literally been checking the forum every day. How is this game massive? I mean, it's not really massive. The Corepunk community has like, what, 5k, 10k people? So it's not like massive yet. And Elanians. I want to buy the Quadori poster. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Dude, this interview sucks. Holy fuck. I mean, no, I don't feel like it sucked at all. Not at all. I think it still was a fine interview, and we got some speak, and you know, this video was not really. I think it was more like created for everyone, not us who already knew everything about the game, but like all the new players who's watching this IGN show. Yeah, it looks great. I hope they make merch store soon. Yeah, it could be cool with a merch store. I really wanted to discuss our gameplay video, but it's not uploaded, and we can't upload it for 2 days due to exclusively. So we're waiting for them to upload it so you can see the full experience. Eugene. Yeah, I saw that one too. Nah, dude, fuck this. I'm excited about this game. This live looks like a funeral. I'm worried they won't upload it, because looking at other titles, they also didn't upload full gameplay. Yeah, what the fuck? He also said arenas? Yeah. There's gonna be arenas, battlegrounds, dungeons, raid, everything. 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3. Player made dungeons, maybe? Yeah, definitely. That custom dungeon, that's a funny one. Everyone in Discord is kinda sad for the gameplay. Probably custom difficulty leveled. Yeah, it's kind of sad that IGN doesn't upload the full video. I think Eugene and Irina kind of annoyed because they want us to see the gameplay, but they can't let us see it because they're not allowed to upload it themselves. So now we're waiting for someone at IGN who's slow as hell. Give us Corepunk, man. 1 versus 1 with Dvalin. 100 HP heal. 1 gold payout for rated guys. 100k, but it's not even beta yet. Let's own in 2 versus 2 arena. I'm so on it. Zeke, let's do it. Let's freaking do it. So I'm just refreshing the window. I'm just basically look at this. I've searched for Corepunk and the latest video, and I'm just spamming F5. It's not coming out. We are writing to IGN to get updated on when they will upload the trailer. We'll chat you back as soon as I know. Oh, okay. That's true. Eugene is right inside IGN to get updated when they will upload the trailer. Can't wait to have raids and fun in raids. I got a new mic only to talk with you guys on Discord. That's really cool, man. That's good. That's good. So we really can form a good raid group and everyone can speak with each other. I see a lot of the Corepunk communities there right now on the Discord server. Let's go and see what they are talking about right now.
Let's get some more people in the special watching group. Come on.
You should make a role for those who had watched it.
Oh yeah, just like, well, everybody who's joining has probably already been.
Yeah,
in.
exactly. But there's probably gonna be
I'm
more
gonna head
people.
out. I'll be back if anything gets uploaded.
Yep.
So it's like the founder role, like.
Make
in
it watch or something like that.
Epic watchers.
Good evening, everyone.
What's up, man?
Who's that? How you doing?
We're all just sitting here contemplating if we should go to bed or if IGN's gonna figure it out within 10
Oh,
minutes.
they're probably gonna figure it out. Just
Literally.
give them like 2 hours.
I'm just trying to set up this group this server that I just made.
Yeah.
It's literally 20 minutes past midnight, and I don't know if I should go to bed or wait for the gameplay.
I know. Getting up in like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Raphael Gallo, where you from? I'm from Denmark, mate. Denmark.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
If they're just supposed to show both, right?
Dragon said Eugene was gonna be working on it, I think. Like he's gonna try talking to IGN about it.
Yo, where is my key, guys? What the fuck?
Oh, your key?
I know.
I threw it away, but I'm
Fuck,
trying to
man.
find it again. I'm trying to find it again.
Guys, I had 10 keys, man. Where did they go, man?
I swallowed mine. Shouldn't I
What
have
was the
not
drop
done that?
chance? What was the drop chance?
Oh, there
Like,
there
did
was
I
like
win?
a 1 in
1 in 5,000.
No, 1 in 5. 1 in 5.
Guys, I'll heal you for free if you give me your keys, man. For free.
Yeah.
You'll
Oh,
heal
that's a
me
good
for free?
Yeah, man.
honestly,
I'll be a
good deal.
healer.
Me and my friends are from Brazil, and we enjoy a lot your videos. Really appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Raphael. I have viewers in Brazil. I'm impressed. I didn't know. Producer Victor. This shit.
Messed up.
Yeah, like I went on Dvalin's like YouTube to see it because I was like late, and like it was like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
The actual trailer, it was just the IGN screwed it up because IGN fucking sucks.
True.
So yeah, they just messed it up. That wasn't the actual trailer. Eugene's trying to like.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh, where?
Eugene
where?
typing.
General
General.
Faster, it'll be faster.
Oh, he's typing.
Everyone
man.
is like, oh,
Release
switching.
date. Release date,
Everybody's
guys.
on edge. Holy shit.
Really, Oh.
Oh,
happened.
maybe.
Oh, I need to translate it.
Eugene typing release date. Oh, you scared him off. Come on.
Come
Oh,
on,
you
man.
scared
What the
him.
fuck? You left.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You have to be fast with it.
Don't scare him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking
stop
scaring the
scaring
devs
him.
away. Come on.
So, does anyone know if that was Dragom or did they just do it for fun?
No, that wasn't Dragon.
It was
He
a
just
correction.
used the name.
So fun, Dvalin.
I'm sorry.
You don't gotta be mad at it. He didn't. He wasn't actually part of it.
Okay, so they're just joking.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a name.
Just a name.
Okay.
Nobody knows because nobody has confirmed anything from AC. So
He said it himself that it wasn't him.
yeah.
But can you trust that dude?
Ah, true.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, perhaps.
Tinkerbell had it, or we
But
can just
honestly, it's probably gonna be another. It's probably gonna be on another day, maybe. Because I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. So if you.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh.
Don't
My
scare
bad.
him.
Sorry, guys.
Oh.
Is there more gameplay, or was all the gameplay they introduced to you? No, Carrie Morby. No, there is a 15-minute long gameplay video. But IGN have screwed up. It's not out. It's not uploaded yet. So we have to wait for the video to be uploaded. But I think I will just wait for tomorrow then, and just watch it tomorrow then. It's too late now. It's almost half 1 now at night, so it's like crazy late now.
Oh.
What the fuck is that emote?
It's fair.
He's typing a lot. I think it's the release date, guys. 100%. Shut the fuck up. I bet
No.
my key on it, man.
If you guys have worked tomorrow, don't
No.
worry. No, physics was very important. Fuck. Alright, cool. And we'll have great chat together. Okay. Fuck. Alright.
That was a lot of waiting and tension for that.
6 hours of waiting. Maybe more.
Alright.
Oh, I was talking specifically about the message, but yeah, I guess
Oh.
the trailer.
Good night, Dvalin. Nice stream.
Yeah, that message too.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
You should join my Discord server.
Yours?
It's for like the people who watched it. It's just to.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone on the live stream, I'm gonna go to bed now, and yeah, tomorrow we get the video, the gameplay. So I'm definitely gonna watch it tomorrow, commentate on it, and after that I'm just commentate on it and all. So stay tuned for tomorrow on my YouTube. There will be more Corepunk content. And the next following weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot of Corepunk content. You know, I'm going to dig into everything they have said and done. So a lot of things is coming. So thanks for watching, everyone. I was just about saying leave down a comment and like the video, you know, because I make videos. So thanks for watching, sleep well, everything, or wherever you are in the world. And yeah, thanks for following me. Really appreciate the stream today. It's the first time I ever been on 90 people watching me at the same time. That's a world record. So for me. So again, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, everyone, and see you on another stream.